and it's then taken behind us and then faceted into these rough gem shapes. Once each gemstone has been cut into the amount of pieces it needs to be, it's then time to shape the gemstones. These gentlemen are working on anything from a round to a pear shape, pretty much any cut imaginable. The next process is polishing and faceting, and this takes a huge amount of skill. It can take years for a lapidress to be able to facet like this, and each one of the gemstones can take up to 10 minutes to cut. A really lengthy but incredible process. The next stage of the process is really interesting. This is where each one of the gemstones is drilled. And what Sanjay's doing here is putting a drill through faceted beads of black tourmaline. The next stage after drilling is then to get the gemstones sorted into their appropriate colours and sizes. This can be a really, really lengthy process. Once the gemstones are sorted into different colours and sizes, they're then arranged into these strands and made into strands like this. Now each one of these gemstones could have gone through a 30 to 40 minute process to arrive on a strand like this. It's really quite incredible. If there's one thing that my time in India has taught me, it's the hours of dedicated time that goes into making each one of the gemstones we sell on JewelleryMaker.
It's not the morning. Afternoon, everybody! I was about to say it's not the morning, so it's the evening. No, it's not that either. Hello! Happy JewelleryMaker Sunday, everybody! It's our Designer Inspiration Show, and it's going to be an amazing... What's the matter?
Nothing.
Why are you ogling?
I'm just seeing what there is.
Ogling and goggling. It's Debbie Kershaw. It's only Debbie... ridiculously, fabulously Debbie Kershaw of Debbie Kershawness, and we're not stamping together.
I know.
It's the first show I think I've done with you that's not stamping.
I know, it's weird.
We're Kumuhimo.
Kumuhimo.
Kumuhimo. Kumuhimo. I always feel like I'm just sort of doing a bit of a version of Finding Nemo when I'm saying it. I don't know why. Because I'm a mother to a toddler, that's why. Very good afternoon. We have got an absolute corker of a show for you today. It's going to be truly wow, especially, okay, so I know you've had tanzanite on this morning, but I want to show you these. We're going to do these at 1. They are the most extraordinary 10mm rounds. Now, I've only presented these once before, and we have got the last of stock all for today's show. They are the best quality tanzanite rounds we have ever had in the business, in terms of the colour, in terms of the size, in terms of the quality of the cut and the polishing. There has never been a finer strand, okay? They are going to be a considered purchase. They are 100 and... Yeah, but we're taking them to the lowest price ever, aren't we? I think it's... Okay, I'm going to confirm that to you. So that, no, they're not 230, they're not 230. They are incredible. They'll be coming up for you at 1. So they are less than £200. They're amazing. How much are they going to be? Sorry, 197.95. 197.95. It will be a considered purchase. I get that, but I'm giving you a heads up now that you've got the chance to get them with your 30-day money-back guarantee. You might as well get them, you know, if it's in your price bracket. We've got the most incredible sapphires on the way. I've got loads of things going to $6.95. We're going to have loads of $6.95. Yeah, let's gorge and let's just binge up and get lots in today's show. Got some amazing findings. I've got some beautiful 9-carat yellow gold plated silver findings. We have got loads and loads and loads of things about Kumihimo today. Now, you might never have Kumihimoed before in your life. After today's show, I can assure you, you will be equipped with the most amazing amount of skills and product, knowledge, and Debbie Kershaw just on tap for 4 hours. It's going to be a really great show. So if you've never done Kumihimo before in your life, this is the show for you. If you've done it and maybe you've lost your mojo a bit, this is the show for you. If you're wanting to do different techniques and include gemstones in a different way, this is the show for you. Have you ever done Kumihimo with agate this large before? You will after today's show. So it's going to be a really great, all-encompassing show that, yes, we've got everything for Kumihimo, I think, that you'd need. We've got everything. But should you want to go outside of the realms of Kumihimo, we're going to cater for that as well. In terms of Kumihimo though, these are usually $4.95 each. We're going to go half price for all 4 of them. Okay, so half the usual price, it would be £19.80 usually. Now, these have been put together by primarily, I think we've got Prue and Debrudge. Debrudge, I'm pretty... Oh, now then. I'm going to have to check this with Liam, which designers we've got on which. So you've got the micro Kumihimo. On this, we've got making a braid, gemstone chip bracelet, round gemstone heart charm bracelet, a bead effect necklace, beaded tassel lariat. That's on the micro Kumihimo. To be honest, if you've never done it before, this is a great one. Or if maybe you're like me, I used to do Kumihimo a lot. I haven't done it in forever. I don't know if I'd know even where to start now.
Well, I think you get into each thing as it comes on. You think, oh, that's brilliant. Then you have like a little obsession for a while, and then you go away. But I think it's good to do that because then you've got lots of different skills to put together in your melting pot, you know, to do your designs. So you don't have to know every single braid. I'm going to take it right from the beginning today. How to set up the board. Brilliant. I'm going to go. So if you haven't done it before, you've been thinking, I quite fancy that. It's not difficult at all. I hand it to my husband when I need spare ones for demos and go, braid me a braid, will you?
Brilliant.
So if anyone,
so if your husband can do it, anyone can do it.
That's what I'm saying, basically.
So you have got the introduction to Kumihimo on here as well. Now this will be the introduction telling you what you need, but also a round disc pattern, a square disc pattern, adding gemstones, caging gemstones, zigzag technique and square on round. You've then got the addition 2, which is the half flat braid. This is with Sarah. And then you've got 12 stranded spiral designs, and then you've got adding beads, 8 strands shipu, the maru yotsu, and the finishing touches. Here gives you an idea of some things that you're going to be seeing on the edition 2. And then you're also going to be getting the projects DVD as well, which is, it just goes into a bit more depth, so you've got less chapters within the hour. Each of these discs are an hour in length. You've got a cabochon Kumihimo necklace, a wire Kumihimo pendant, a zigzag Kumihimo, and a cage Kumihimo necklace. So all of these would usually be £19.80. I think you can do the best price possible on these. Isn't it £9.95? Hi George, hi Amanda and Sabine, lots of anonymous shoppers out there as well. They are great gift ideas. £9.95 for 4 DVDs, because I have done a lot of research on DVDs in the past because I've presented a lot of these DVDs myself and wanted to know that I'm coming at it with the right angle. And if you go into the likes of, well, there's some big bookshops out there. There's a particularly well-known brand of music shops out there on the high street as well. Typically, for a crafting DVD or in a craft shop, you'd be looking around the £16 mark, wouldn't you, for a DVD?
Yeah, definitely 16 to 20.
Yeah. £9.95 for 4 of them. Hello Jennifer and Linda and Anita and Elizabeth and Chelsea. Now this offer is limited to today only. They do not come as a set of 4. So if tomorrow you go, oh, I wish I got all of those 4 discs, you will be paying £19.80. So congratulations Linda and Anita, Leslie and Joe in Devon. I'm pretty sure you're in Beer, aren't you? And Sabine. Loads of anonymous shoppers. Hello Tina and Karen and Jennifer and Elizabeth, Iris and Lisa. Loads of you there. £9.95 is the all 4 hours worth. The kits in today's show, I can tell you at this point as well, I'm thrilled to say that both kits are going under £30. Both kits in today's show will be under 30, so it's a really affordable show today. But We do have the likes of Tanzanite going to 197 as well. So we've got something for everybody. Should you be a collector? Should you be starting jewellery making for the very first time? If it is your first time shopping with us, we're going to send you a free DVD and booklet with your first purchase as well. Now I've got the dulcet tones of a director in my ear. All right. I've missed you so much. Have you though? Have you? When I'm going to be, oh yeah, so that's director Ollie and he directs the morning shows. I'm going to be doing the morning show on the 27th of this month and the 1st and 2nd of August. Please, please bear with me. I will probably have a paper bag at the ready. And you do indeed have the presence of my husband on Tuesday morning. I know, he's really excited. He's really excited. So £9.95 on those. They are going really, really quickly. It's a great offer on those. I will continue to show you them throughout the show on 0800 644 655 is your free phone number. Do excuse me. And anybody else just feeling a little bit like there's something in the air today? Hay fevery? Don't say that, Ollie, because I can't take any medication. You're not well either. Why don't you feel well either today, Liam? You may have the start of what Ollie had. Ollie, what did you have? Man flu. Lovely. I'm not going to tell the details of that to the viewers, but let's just say Ollie may have lost weight with his little process he's been through. I could do without that, really, after the last few months. Right, let's move on. Where should we go to next? Pardon? Oh, right, these are 95 sterling silver, 9 carat yellow gold findings. You need to get these today because Liam doesn't usually produce the mid-show, the designer inspiration show. So, or me. He doesn't usually produce me. So he's not used to me saying things like, Liam, what price are you supposed to be taking these to? Absolutely, you can go lower than that. At least £2, I know it. Such a bully. Right, these are precious. They're really, really precious. We had some crimp bead covers in yesterday's show. They were a copper crimp bead. They were gold-plated copper. You're going to get 100 925 sterling silver 9 carat yellow gold plated crimp bead covers. Now the beauty of these crimp bead covers is, I know Debbie will agree with me here, that they're a spacer bead as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I use them more for a spacer than a crimp cover, I think.
I said that yesterday on the show for myself, actually. Yeah,
because they give a lovely little bit of, if you just want to break your gemstones up, but you want to keep it quite elegant and simple, just beautiful, just put them in between.
And you can do it as an afterthought, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Because they literally slide on. So if you have a look here, if you've never experienced one of these before, it's like a little Pac-Man. Can you see that there? It's like a little C. And all you do is squeeze it together and it becomes a circle. And when you look at it at first, you're like, there's not enough there to form a circle. Well, trust me, it does. So you can put them on as an afterthought. What's great is, how often do you make a necklace? And for some reason, no matter how well you think you put your crimp bead on, you've got about half a centimetre or something of beading thread left, and it just is like, it's naff, isn't it? So you can then bulk out your design a little bit as well. I think they're brilliant, but also, of course, you can cover your crimp beads with them. These are going very, very quickly. They're going to be on a great offer with 20 eye pins as well in 925 sterling silver, 9 carat yellow gold plated. We're busy today. Hello, Linda in Hampshire. £24.90 if you were to buy them yesterday, and if you're going to buy them tomorrow. But because Liam is very good at letting me manipulate him, it's amazing what a chocolate bribe can do. We're at £14.95 again. Now that price is only relevant to the code, and the code is only valid until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So grab them right now and confirm your purchase. We're on a limited quantity of this as well, taking it to £14.95. What was the original price? Sorry, £24.90. £24.90. So really, you're looking at 5p shy of £10 saving on 925 sterling silver, 9 carat yellow gold plated findings. This is the Midas Touch. and they are fabulous. You can never have too many. And to be honest, if you are looking at investing in high-end gemstones, of which we have a few featured in today's show, we do have incredible natural sapphires coming up. We have got extraordinary, huge tanzanites. We've got Mexican fire opal on its way as well, which just looks amazing with yellow gold. Then you do want to be using the higher quality gemstone. You're going to be wanting to use a higher quality precious metal. There we go. Loads of you umming and ahhing about it. We're down to about quite limited stock on that now. XQGC37. What's the price on it, Liam? Pardon? Yeah. Fire opal for $13.95. Let's do it. Usually the fire opal, I usually think, yeah, I usually think fire opal, automatically, I'm thinking a $24.95 plus price bracket. So when Liam just told me we're going to do these at a clearance price, okay, right, these are completely natural Mexican fire opal. They're from one of the original sources of Mexican opal. They're extraordinarily collectible, but look at the variety of colour. These are completely natural, discovered in the ground this colour, simply faceted, well not faceted, sorry, simply cut and polished and drilled. Now that's been done in-house, which you know, because we go directly to the sources as often as we can keep those costs down. And our lapidarists are working in-house in Jaipur in India, in the Pink City. We have got our own department there. These are proving to be incredibly popular already. They will go to the lowest price ever. We're going under £20, lowest price ever on these. We're having a lowest price ever show, really. Hello, Lynn. Hello, lots of anonymous shoppers, and Jill and Linda and Helen. Joe, you're getting some amazing things today. We've got very similar taste. I love these. Do you know what I think would look amazing as these as well? Do you think amber would work?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah.
And our amber is absolutely gorgeous. I got a strand for my anniversary. My husband bought it for me for surprise.
Good boy.
He got me 4 strands. The ones that was on the show, and I was like, oh. But you know, when you work here and you still get things from here for presents, it says a lot about our quality, doesn't
Absolutely. Tanzanite coming up, thank you. My husband's not watching because he's preparing to go on Gem Collector this afternoon. However, should he be watching? There's Tanzanite at less than £200 coming up. Right, lowest price ever. $19.95 would be good, wouldn't it? So it's 16 centimetres from bead to bead. We're not even saying it that. We're going to do the lowest price ever, guaranteed. A very good afternoon to you. I had to stop myself from saying good morning again. £11.95. Should put these up to the décolletage. Yeah. Hello, Wes.
Hello.
This is our first moment of interaction today. How the devil are you, darling?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. Did you see your mum yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Did you see her this morning?
Yeah, I did.
Did you give her a hug and a kiss when you saw her?
No.
We need to talk about this a bit more, don't we? Wes lives with his mum and dad, and basically, he adores his mum and he calls himself a mummy's boy. However, he doesn't hug and kiss her when he sees her. So in the morning, he doesn't, and when he leaves if he says goodnight, there's no hug and kiss. Yeah, you can't take them for granted, Liam. Right? And maybe it's just because I'm hormonal, but I keep crying about being a mum. I'm a bit overwhelmed. A bit overwhelmed at the moment. Wes, if ever there was a day that my little boy, even when he's in his 40s, 50s, 60s, hopefully I'm still here, and there is a day that he doesn't give me a hug and a kiss when he sees me, I will bawl my eyes out. Get on the case. Come on. You call yourself a mummy's boy and you love and adore her, show it. Thank you. Right, $11.95 on these, everybody. I've got lots of people buying more than one. Wouldn't you just be devastated if your kids didn't give you a hug and a kiss when they left the house?
Mine does do. My teenager does. He's just turned 17 and he always gives me a hug.
See, Wes, and he's 17. He's supposed to be like, cool.
Cool, yeah.
Is that done me?
What, sorry?
He's outdone him.
He has outdone you, but you've been outdone by a 17-year-old. Right, we've got text messages coming in. Actually, a little bit more jewellery relevant than I'm talking today. I can vouch for the quality of JM Fire Opals. This is from Sarah. I have hundreds. Made myself 2 necklaces and bracelets. Thank you very much for that, my lovely. 0800 644 655. If you would like to text in, we would love to hear from you today. And of course, Debbie is at our beck and call for the rest of the show. 60777 if you'd like to text in. Start your text message JM Studio. If not, now I heard, you know, I was talking the other day, I don't know where text messages go and I don't know where emails go if they don't get to the recipient. Like, are they floating around and they're going to bop us on the head one day? Where are they all? Apparently, there's something called a white list.
Really?
Yeah, and it's an actual place where they go.
Oh, spooky.
Hello, Debbie and Lucy. Hi, Joe. I haven't got my glasses on, sorry. Hi, Joe, darling. 2 of my favourites on JM. Oh, that's nice. So looking forward to your show. Lucy, I am a neighbour at Pecorama. Lots of love. The Devon dumpling from... Is that what you call yourself, Joe? Right. Pecorama. I went there on holiday, so I was talking about the other day. I went there on holiday the other week. I went to Devon and we went to Cornwall.
Oh, lovely.
And when we were in Devon, we went to Pecorama in Beer. Beer is a place on the coast that is so, so beautiful. And Pecorama is a place where I used to go as a child, and we took Charlie, so it was a bit nostalgic. And they've got a little steam train, and they've got a fabulous ice cream shop and lots of lovely gardens and things and entertainment and stuff. Anyway, I mentioned it, and Jo's from she's a neighbour of Pecorama. Mwah. Next time I'm there, I'll have to pop in for a cup of tea. You all right, Martha?
Yep, thanks.
Good, good. Just coming in to be nosy. Yeah. Pecorama. So 11.95 on those. Huge congratulations. Coming up for you in just about 5 minutes' time, we have got the Tanzanite. Liam, do you want to just be... Is Martha still there? She's just gone. Grab her. I want to find out what we can do with this Tanzanite for you. Okay, where did he say to go to next? I wasn't actually listening to him. These ones. Salivation palpitations. Now, Debbie, I'm right in thinking that you have been challenged in inverted commas with these.
I have. They're gorgeous. The little Diddy ones got so much flash coming off them when you're working with them.
Haven't they?
Yeah, they're really gorgeous.
Amazing luster. So when you get that flash off a surface layer of a gemstone, it's called luster. They're all faceted. Every single one is faceted. I think this bundle is stunning. I think they work so beautifully together. I like the name of this. Did you create the name, Liam? I like that. Nordic Queen. Why did you call it Nordic Queen? This is Liam, my producer, everybody I'm talking to. Lava Kite from Norway. And purple is a regal colour. He's good, you know.
That's very good.
He is
I'm
good.
impressed with
He's
that.
good. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So Lava Kite here, and they are indeed Norwegian. They're completely natural. And lots of you'll know Norway's close to my heart. My brother's out there at the moment. He's living in Norway, yeah. Well, he's come close, and then Kuala Lumpur. So, yeah, out in Norway. Oh, did you not hear my story the other day? I'll just quickly tell you about Norway. An incredibly beautiful place to live. Amazing, like, quality of life is stunning. Just it's so incredibly clean, and the air is crisp. It's beautiful. However, it's quite expensive to eat out. So, went out with a friend and his girlfriend. 3 starters, 3 bowls of pasta, 4 bottles of beer. How much? 3 starters, 3 bowls of pasta, 4 bottles of beer. How much would you think in this country?
£55?
Yeah. Anyone else? Wes, what do you think?
£70.
About 70, 50, 70. £180.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they just went out for a bite to eat. It's not like it was a big occasion.
Was it a very posh restaurant?
No, totally not. He said, because I know it's quite expensive, so we just went to like a local little pasta place.
Oh, that is really expensive.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Anyway, but the lava kite isn't, so that's good. Great story. And then we've got that incredible purple banded agate. Now, banded agate, take a look. The purple, it's dyed, but the banding, the way that the colour is actually taken to the gemstone, is due to the natural way that the gemstone has formed. TMGC 78. So we should be at 1385. Now I'm not interested in a pound coming off.
Okay.
Or two. £7.95 is extraordinary. Well, how amazing is that? So the purple banded agate 8mm rounds, and then the lava kite you've got 4 and a 10. £7.95 for all three. They're genuine gemstones. The lava kite is completely natural, and just that is an add it to your order opportunity. So Debbie, you've got these to play around with when you've got a minute, which isn't going to really happen because I'm going to spend all the afternoon with you. What are you thinking, and what have you started doing already? Oh, that is scrumptious.
Because they're just all round, obviously, but you've got the different shapes. You've got little teeny ones, slightly bigger, lovely with silver, you know, really wearable. So you could do beady beads if you wanted to.
Yeah.
They do loads of things. If you're just starting out as well, this is a great one because you've got your rounds, but you've got them in slightly different sizes, so very easy to work with. So that's for all of them. I'd have thought that would be for one strand.
I'm actually thinking, now you've just said that, if you're just starting out as well, with your free DVD and booklet that's going to come to you with your first purchase, all the techniques in there you can do with a round bead.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely perfect, and a huge warm welcome if you're new to us here at JewelleryMaker. We are not your average shopping channel, are we, Debbie?
No, not at all.
We're a little bit, what's the polite way of putting it?
Unique. Fun.
To use a phrase of Fiona Potter's,
Oh, I love Fiona.
dare to be different. Oh, we dare. We dare.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So it's £7.95. Right, it's time to just change the atmosphere now. Okay, so I have already told you that this tanzanite is coming up, and we're going to do it right now. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about this phenomenon of gemstone. It was only discovered back in the early 1960s, and until very recently you could only purchase it at Tiffany Jewellers. Now you'll hear this story time and time again, but just remember one primary thing that you need to remember: this gemstone is running out. There will come a time, undoubtedly, not 100%, but it would 90 odd %, I'm sure, that this will run out in our lifetime. What happens for future generations, and what happens to the price of this? What's happening at the moment is mining is incredibly slow. It did actually pretty much stop for a time, the other side of Christmas, up way into the new year. And the reason it stopped is because basically it's only found in one location in the world. It's found at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Tanzania. And at the base of the mount is where the Maasai tribe reside, and they find this an incredibly powerful gemstone. We've got a picture here of basically the upper horizon, the lower horizon. So if you imagine that's actually on a hill, and you've got A, B, C, and D block. Okay. And each of these different blocks are being mined at different times, and slightly different quality is being found. What's happening is they have gone to such a deep level now at this point that, believe it or not, Tanzania ran out of dynamite. They ran out of dynamite. They've got a bit more again now, I think, but they ran out for months and months and months. So because of that, mining stopped. Now these are already going. They're going to £197.95. Okay. Oh, let's have a look at this. I haven't seen this one in ages, I don't think. Hi team. This is Yeah, this was from Steve in September last year. And it's not like Mother Nature's just gone and created a little bit more in the meantime, is it? Just spent today at the biggest gemstone in the world. All gems have gone through the roof in price, and tanzanite being the worst. Prices have jumped 200 to 300% depending on site. Some miners and cutting houses are even refusing to quote a price and saying, make us your best offers and we'll confirm at the end of the show. This has never happened before in the industry. Please make sure you don't trash tanzanite prices, as we may not have it for much longer. And that's regards from Steve, a tired and worn out gem hunter. So this is a gemstone that is only found in one location in the world. Are we going to find it anywhere else? It's looking incredibly, incredibly doubtful. It's thought if it was going to be discovered anywhere else, it would have been found by now. It's a gemstone that's taken the jewellery industry by storm, and it's a gemstone we're going to be taking this whole complete strand to 197.95. There's 300 carats in this strand. Now, I know there were a few. I know there was another strand this morning. It was smaller, and it wasn't of this colour. Colour is where you price tanzanite. It's all about the colour, and they are amazing because these have only been heat treated. The incredible density, I mean, you're looking at 300 carats. You're not looking at clarity. This is all about the carat weight and the colour. This isn't about clarity. This is about carat weight and colour. You are in an incredible position that we as staff here are not allowed to be, and guest design is different, but here as a presenter, I am not allowed to buy this strand and sell it on, okay? There is nothing to stop you at home doing that. And at 300 carats of this calibre of tanzanite, what's the price going to be in a year? What's it going to be in 6 months? We can't guarantee what the price is going to be, but following the trends over the last few years. When I first started working in the gemstone industry, I was told a fact that still stays with me to this day, that tanzanite is 1,000 times rarer than diamonds. Yeah. That is how incredible this is. So the code is KOPO03. We're bringing in the price. I've already told you what it is. I didn't want you to lead you down a little path and you think, oh yes, I'll have 5 of those, and then it's out of your price bracket. They are absolutely huge. They're 10mm rounds. We've only got 8 of these strands remaining now. 0800 644 655. We've got a lot of you umming and ahhing about these on the phone lines and also in your baskets. Visa, MasterCard, and of course you can use your PayPal accounts. We've got a 30-day money back guarantee. And even one of those in a design, what's it going to do to the value of your piece of jewellery? How are you going to feel about owning? Let me count. Oh, well, actually, there's going to be approximately 38 on that strand. It's a 38cm strand, and you've got 10mm rounds. So you're looking at 38 approximately. What's 197.95 divided by 38? Do you know what? We should do it per carat. £5.21 a gemstone. If you just put those on sterling silver as earrings and just to sell them, I would say with tanzanite as well, approach selling to jewellers. Honestly, approach jewellers on those, because I don't think they're the type of thing to necessarily sell at a craft fair.
Or charms. You just make one on a sterling silver headpiece.
Yeah. 0800 644 655. I know that there are, we've only got 5 left. I know that there's a lot of you umming and ahhing. We're going to leave those with you. I don't know if can I? Oh, 300 carats of one of the world's rarest gemstones around my neckline. They're incredible. They are incredible. Have a look around at prices elsewhere for that calibre of tanzanite. You'll be blown away. Well done. Well done. Now, I have got something on a completely different level. These are the dinkiest, sparkliest little smoky quartz. They are so cute, and we're going to take them to the lowest price ever. Final strand before we go over and spend time with the Debster of the Kershaw variety. Oh, have you seen these?
Baby ones.
Ooh, tiny, little, tiny babies. Oh, they are just adorable. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. This is smoky quartz. They are micro-faceted. You see, I find this mind-boggling now because we look at facets on a 10mm round or an 8mm round or a 6mm or a 4mm round, and it's impressive. These are 2x1mm. Look at the dinkiness of those. They are truly, I think the word is adorable. Let me pop these on my wrist. How gorgeous is that as a bracelet?
That's what I'd do with it. All day, every day. Because you'd wear that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And one of those bracelets that you just layer up.
Yeah.
Sterling silver clasp. Yeah. Gorgeous.
I was talking yesterday on the show about I'd been into a very well-known high street accessories shop to buy a pair of flip-flops the other day. And they had gold-plated bracelets, literally a bit of gold-plated chain with one glass bead on, and they were £15.
It's mad.
These are genuine gemstones. But what's really in, have a look around, what's really in, it's just really tiny, slim bracelets. And then just to wear a few. Just to wear a few, like, as many as you want. Or even just one. It's really on trend. Right, got loads of it. Look at them. It's a 29cm strand. They are just beautiful. Now, they're falling in a little bit of a ski whiff. The thread looks a bit bent manner because it's on temporary thread. You need to pop those on some beading thread. Hello, Sabine. Hello, Marilyn. And hello, Diane. Ninetta and Zara. They're so beautiful. They're gemstone strand of distinction. Oh, look. Now I've got them just touching that, look. Do you know what? I think they could rival diamonds with their sparkle. I do. You see, diamonds at a lower quality than that. Oh, they're adorable. Just so simple. Just pop a little pendant on there. I quite like it as it is.
I like it as it is.
Nothing else.
Very elegant.
Oh, an anklet as well. That'd be dinky for an anklet, wouldn't it? We're at anklet time of year, aren't we? Right. Or even just on just a little tiny ring. That's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just beautiful. It's all just beautiful of beautifulness. Or even just sewn into the bodice of a dress or something. They are, oh, they're so gorgeous. Just popped into a little hair comb, little twinkly bits and a tiara for an autumnal wedding. Sewn into, oh, how about, I'm just thinking, I got really into making fascinators last year with the wire mesh. And I made my mum a lovely one, which were huge leaves. And then you could literally sew these little beads onto mesh. Couldn't you? So if you've got a frame and you stretch the mesh over it, and then you could have these little sewn on.
That'd be lovely because you'd have little sparkles, and they're actual gemstones, not glass.
Gemstones. Yeah. They're going to sell out, so they're usually $14.95, bargain. Remember, you're looking at microfaceting. There's a huge amount of time and effort gone into those, and beautiful quality. The S in the bracket, by the way, means that it's had a smoking treatment. It's smoky quartz. $9.95. Hello, Francis and John, Sabine, and Duncan and Jane, Elizabeth and Maureen, Isabel and Diane. $9.95. They're adorable. You are going to love that strand. You're going to really, really love it. I actually think they could work really nicely with the Mexican fire opal.
Yeah, similar tones.
Right, I need to get this kit over to your desk.
Do you want me to carry it?
I am so wobbly at the moment. Now, I think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, let's let Liam do it, and then if it drops, it's his fault. Yeah. Shall I, hi, Liam. Shall I move? Let's move. Do-do-do-do, haven't left any electronics behind. I have no idea why I just did that. Because I'm a geek. That's beautiful. This is all.
Thank you.
Jewellery's beautiful. Beautiful. It's Debbie Kershaw. Right, come on, Liam. No pressure, but don't drop it, yeah?
All right. Perfect.
We are doing. Would you like to say hello to everybody? Oh, sorry, he's just busy. Ooh. God, multitask. Oh, are you not saying hello?
Oh, I can do.
You can. Yeah, come and say hello. This is.
I'm good.
Wait, we can come in the middle if you like.
Okay.
A rose between two thorns. Here's Liam, everybody. Liam, are you enjoying your mid-show experience?
It's very good so far.
Very good so far. It can only get better because it's now all about the Debbie of the Kershaw
I'll just get to
variety.
it.
Okay.
Right. So the kit we're about to do will be under £30. It's amazing. We're looking at a kit that has got opportunities for Kumuhimo, opportunities to go completely non-Kumuhimo, chunky big statements or delicate pieces depending on how you want to use it. So this kit is basically amazing. What Debbie has done is then used a few little added extras that will talk to you along. Have you?
I have just used a little bit of wire and obviously findings.
That's it?
Yeah, and just the regular findings.
Wow. Look! This is Kumuhimo! You are going to get, I'm going to show you everything. So you don't get the chain. Okay, but if you've got some chain, and you don't have to use the chain. So what I love about this kit is the fact that as long as you grab some findings, so you've got some findings to hand, to be honest, you don't even need the findings because you could always just tie it and do sliding knots as well.
Yeah.
It's a kit that you don't have to spend more money.
Oh no, you really don't.
You're done. By buying this one kit, you're done.
You are, and because you've got the cord choices, and I'd used the cords doing a couple of designs, I wanted you to see what the agate slices look like with the chain, because they're absolutely gorgeous. And we get two of the same kit because we get obviously the finished pieces and then we have to do our demos. And the agate slices that I got in both of the kits were all completely different.
Amazing.
So I think it goes by carat weight, doesn't it, rather than the number of agates?
Let me just see on this one for you because you'll tell me. Yes, you're guaranteed 1,000 carats of agate. 1,000 carats of agate. So we can see here what Debbie's had to use. The kit is going already, folks. You know that it's going to go under £30. By the way, if you were to buy it all individually, it would usually be £44.60. Massive, massive, massive saving. So if I can start back on this one, excuse me, you're going to get, oh, should we bring the price? We'll bring the price in and I'll show you everything that you get. So it would usually be £44.60, but if you use the code AVGC09, it's £27.95 for you today. So I'll show you everything that you get because you just get loads and you must have masses left over of cords and
Loads
tons.
and loads of cord, yeah.
So been able to make all of this and there's loads left over as well. So in terms of this braid, what's this braid called?
That's just your basic 8 braid Kumuhimo.
Are we going to learn how to do that one?
Yes.
Great. So we're going to learn how to make this. You get both of the cords, and on these you get 10 meters of the ivory in the wax cord and 10 meters of the navy blue, and then of course the agate, in this instance this shape here. And then you're also going to get, as a fabulous bonus gift, these gorgeous little spacers. Now they are like little silver teardrops. The tears of a clown. Nope, that's me then. 50 of those, and they are silver plated copper. 95 sterling silver plated copper. There you go. You can see the whole of the contents of the kit there. But let's move on to the next one. The next one brings into play, now you're going to get toggle clasps. Did you see you're going to get those 5 toggle clasps? Debbie, I love the way that you've used that, not as a toggle.
The agate is so gorgeous that if I was going to wear it, I wouldn't do much to it. And I think that you've got everything in this kit that you need to, because they're so beautiful that I wouldn't want to really overpower it with anything. I did think of putting a Kumuhimo braid around it, but then I thought, no, I don't want to take away from it. It's just stunning. So just to add something, just a little accent of metal. I thought, let's not put that toggle at the back. Let's put him at the front.
Gorgeous. I love the fact that you called it a him.
Yeah, it's a boy.
It's a boy toggle.
A boy toggle, yeah.
And you can see that Debbie's used one of those little spaces again, the agate, but in this instance, you've gone for the, I love these two colours together, the yellow and then the light blue. These are wax cords again, and they are 1mm in thickness, and you will get 10 of each. The difference is, these are a wax cord that are like a dull wax. That's probably a nice way of putting it. And the navy and the ivory are a shiny wax. You see the difference there? Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one has used the turquoise cord and the spacers. Now Debbie has just brought in a little bit of wire. We've got an incredible wire deal coming up for you. What's the lowest price you can do on that wire? Because I reckon we can take it lower than you think, because I manipulated something the other day. Liam's going to have a look. I reckon you can get another £2 off that. We did that the other day with some fuchsia. Honestly. So that's fabulous. And then if you have a look on the next one, simply using, so do you know what I mean? Yes, this is a Kumuhimo show, but like I opened the show saying, we're going to focus in on some Kumuhimo, but there's also so much more going on. Now then, we are also including, I'll just go back to this one here. You do get these amazing little spacers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they are 4 little walls all together. Okay, so let me show you. This is an amazing collection. How are we doing on stock levels on this kit, Liam? Okay. Got less than 50 now in stock. They're gorgeous, aren't they? So you can use this kit in so many different ways, but we're going to focus in on a Kumuhimo technique. I tell you what would be ace. Liam, can we put the details of this kit at the bottom of the screen? Can I get the Kumuhimo discs? Is that okay? Because we're about to, oh no, we've got the wire as well, haven't we though? $27.95. Well, I suppose we should do the offer on the wire really, shouldn't we? I'm serious about that price reduction, by the way. If you want to call management upstairs because it was Martha who did the ridiculous low price on the fuchsia the other day, feel free. But it's 10 metres of 0.8, 10 metres of 0.6 and 10 metres of 0.4. This deep, intense navy blue is absolutely breathtaking. And it goes with everything.
It's my favourite of the coloured wires because I tend to go for maybe silver or gold. But with these slices as well, you can still wire wrap them, but again, the wire isn't taking away from the gorgeous slice of agate. It's just kind of complementing it because of the colour. I also think that if you mix this sort of navy blue with the silver as well, it's really, really pretty. So it gives that kind of nautical feel.
So we are going to do, for all three, if we were to do it on a typical day with offers, and as it stands on the website and you buy them all individually, $11.35, but we're doing it to $6.95, but it's on a first come first served basis. It's on a limited offer, and very warm welcome to the Designer Inspiration Show today. $6.95 for all three loads. The most usable and probably the most in demand gauges as well.
Yeah.
So the 0.4, the 0.6 and the 0.8. 10 metres of each. This is going to be a sellout and I would bulk buy. Take advantage of our one post and packaging price all day. The phone lines have gone bonkers, the website has gone bonkers. Just buy loads, people are buying loads, people are buying loads. Once it's gone forever. Could I please have the Kumuhimo disc as well? Thank you kindly, the round one. Thank you Liam, he's passing me lots of things. Thank you.
Goodies.
$6.95 folks, $6.95, $6.95, $6.95. You've just tuned in. We've got 3 lots of wire for $6.95 and a postage and packaging price of $2.95 all day.
That's mad, and if you're just getting into your wire work as well, these are such usable gauges.
Yeah.
Because these are the kind of gauges that I would use all the time. So you know, like if you're making your own links, or you're making your own head pins, or you're making your own ear wires, things like that, and you've got enough wire in there to wrap, and then you've got some sort of slightly thicker one for your findings, and then you've got a slightly thicker one for your edging. So really, these are 3 really workable. These are the ones that I run out of all the time, these 3 gauges, because it's the bread and butter of wire, isn't it? No matter what kind of wire work you use. You know, whether
I think that's a great way of putting it.
Weaving, or whether you just have it within your designs.
So $6.95 for those, and the kit is at the bottom of the screen. Right, Debbie.
Hello.
We're going to start. You are going to start the demo.
I will.
The fundamental extra that you require for the kit is the disc.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Without the disc, you can't Kumuhimo. Now, just before we start the demo, as you buy this disc, and you need it, even if you've already got 10, you will always need more. Depending on what thickness of material and type of material you are using, ideally you want a different disc for wire, You want a different disc if you're using your 0.4, your 0.6 or your 0.8. Well, if you're using a mixture, then that's a different thing. But for example, for this project that you're going to learn how to do in a moment with Debbie, and you're using continually 1 mil wax cords, have a disc for 1 mil wax cords and just write on it, right on the back. Yeah? Because what will happen is the little grooves that they sit in, the cords sit in, will start enlarging the more you use it. But you don't want it, if you're using a 0.6, you don't want to be using a 0.6 that a 1 millimetre has been used loads on previously, because you won't get the tension.
No.
And it's not like I'm saying, yeah, buy loads of these because they're £25 each and that will be great. Let's bring the price in because at WZGC89, oh, hang on 1 second. You don't just get the disc. No. Oh, we're not staying at that price. No. Actually, that was totally my fault because I didn't read the description. I thought we were just doing the disc. You get the large bobbins and the weight. Right, what are bobbins and what are weights?
Just exciting things. The bobbins are for when, I'll show you in a minute, but when you have sort of all of your cords hanging down, and especially if you're adding beads to your cords, you wind your thread round and it stops your cords getting tangled up.
I'm just ripping my way into it.
She's getting into the packet. And they're just so easy to use. They're fabulous, and they sort of hold on to your cords. And so instead of having loads of kind of wires and lots of cords hanging down, you've got these bobbins.
So the idea is you put your cord around there.
Yep.
And you put it over there. And you're going to get 4 in the pack. Okay, Liam, do us your best price. £7.95 for the disc, 4 bobbins and the weight. And the weight is there in order to keep the tension. You put the weight on the bottom. Well, you'll see the weight in action in a moment, actually. This is on a larger scale. Debbie's going to be using them on a smaller scale. We've got the smaller scale coming up in a minute. Really, you do need both. If you're going to be Kumuhimoing. Take advantage of the fact that it is only one post and packaging price all day. We've got over half the stock has gone on this now, so it's $7.95.
I think I paid that for more than that for my disc the first time I got it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So you've basically got everything you need there to get started, and you're not sort of having to hang your keys off of the bottom or find a bulldog clip because you've got your weights. The weights used to be over £10 on their own.
Off mine the first time I did it. Yeah, but it's really hard to cage a tin of tuna. Do you know that? Because it's like, yeah, don't bother. Just buy these. It's a lot easier.
That's brilliant. Crumbs.
So you're going to be using the dinkier version.
Yeah, I've got all of them.
We've got the dinkier version coming up in a minute.
It depends on, you know, what kind of Kumuhimo you're doing. So if you're going to do lengths with beads on, sometimes you might want the heavier weight because it adds more tension. But you'll get used to it as you go along. It really doesn't matter if you've got the heavier weight with just your cords because it gives you that tension. I tend to hold my cords behind with my hands as well, and I can't describe to you how much easier it makes Kumuhimo to do, is to have your weight. And you'll notice that when you start doing it, once you get one, you'll wonder how you ever managed before you had one.
Well, you'll be having a tin of tuna.
Well, yeah. It'll take just as long to wrap it on the tuna.
Yeah. We'll bring you a small one in just a moment. Right, let's get started then. So what do we do?
Right, so I'm going to take you right back to basics. So forgive me if you know this, but a lot of people new to this. So, you know, if you've been thinking, oh, you know, I really want to get into that, but I'm just not sure. It's such a worthwhile medium, and it's so relaxing to do, and it's really easy. So probably the most complicated part is setting up the board. That's about as complicated as it gets. Now, what you need to do a basic braid are 8 strands. Now, I've actually cut a shorter length than I'd usually use, just because it'd be easier for you to see what I'm doing. But I've got 8 strands here of the shinier wax cord that you get within the kit. Now, depending on how you set up the board, where you put the colours, as to sort of what final effect you get. So if I just bring in this here, I've got this sort of pattern, but the finished necklace that I did has got a slightly different pattern because I put it's sort of more stripy, the braids in a different place. Can you see what I mean? So if you find one that you particularly like, it's worth writing down on a piece of paper, sort of 2 blue at 12 o'clock, cream at 3 o'clock. So then you can sort of do it again. You can do the same braid again.
So it's the same technique.
Exactly the same.
But depending on what colours you put where, you'll get a different effect.
Different effect, yeah.
Right.
So, you know, and they can work out, be really quite different, even with 2 colours. So I've cut 8 lengths. I usually go for about ½ metre of each for a bracelet and about 1 metre for a necklace, and that gives me plenty left over as well if I want to sort of do something creative on the ends. And all I've done is tied them together with an overhand knot. Okay, now I'm going to place them through the centre hole in my disc, and I'm going to pop my weight on. Now you don't want to pop your weight above the knot, because I have been known before to actually Kumuhimo the weight into the design, and that's
Which
not
would be
very
an
good.
interesting look.
Yeah, you can't get it out.
Steampunk on another level.
It will go with the tuna. So I pop it just the other side of the knot, and what that does is it gives you your tension. Now I also tend to hold it with my fingers so that I'm in control of what's happening. So where we're going to put, we don't have to worry when you're doing your basic Kumuhimo about your numbers. You basically need to think about those when you start to do more complicated braids, or when you're going up to 12 braids, but this is just the most basic one. It gives you a lovely effect. So I'm going to do 1 braid either side of the north, and depending what colours I put as to what effect I get. So I'm just going to be a bit random with this. I'm going to do 2 blue, 2 of the cream either side of the east. So it's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock if you want to look at it that way. And then let's go with blue again either side of my south, and cream either side of my west. Now you wouldn't want to begin like that. Can you see it's all baggy? Because you need to have tension, and even though your weight is bringing it down in the middle, you need to just give a little tug on these ends once you've set up the board, so that your weight is in the middle of your circle, and I've still got my hand, even though I've got the weight here, so I'm in control of my tension. And you want to keep that tension at all times, because then you get a really nice, even and uniform braid. So I hope that makes sense. Now, as long as you go the same way each time, you'll see different designers do different things. Some people will start from the bottom, some people will start from the top. I start from the top, it's the way I do it. So I take my top right to my bottom right, my bottom left to my top left, and I turn anti-clockwise. Now as you can see, I've gone a little bit baggy again, so before I do the next one, I'm going to even off the tension. Now if you're thinking, what? Honestly, it gets really repetitive and it's incredibly easy. So top right to bottom right, bottom left to top left, and turn. And you just continue with that pattern. Now you'll find your way of doing it as you go along that works for you. I tend to pull out my braids from underneath as I'm going so they don't get tangled. If you need to leave your braid, you answer the phone or just stop, leave 3 at the bottom, because then you can just pop it down, walk away, come back, and you know where you've left off. And you can go straight back into your pattern again. So I'm going to do a few more, and then I'll show you how your braid starts to grow out from behind the disc. And then I'll show you how to pop the bobbins on and what they're for. So if you haven't got the bobbins, it can be done, because I'm doing it now, but you do sometimes have that tendency of all of these at the bottom to start getting tangled around each other, and it just is time consuming to have to go in and untangle them and get yourself in a pickle. So it's better to use the bobbins. Now it doesn't matter which way you turn the board as long as you turn it the same each time. So if I turn that over, I've now got a braid that's growing out of the back of the board. Now if I wanted to add my bobbins on, which I may have wanted to do at the beginning, so if you've just put those bobbins and you're thinking, okay, what do I do with those?
While you're doing this then, can I just get the smaller version, Liam? Is that, oh thank you, Liam's doing it.
He's good, isn't he?
Martha didn't do, yeah, she did do that actually. Just because she's watching at the moment, I wanted to like give her some grief.
So all you do is you take your bobbin, you pop the end of your cord in, just hold on to it, and you wrap it around. Leave a little bit of length, and then snap it closed again. So instead of actually having that huge strand hanging down, you're going to end up with 8 bobbins hanging down. Now if you do want to do the Kumuhimo that has the beads on, you'll have beads stranded on here. So this serves 2 purposes. It stops it tangling, but it also stops the beads that are on here from falling off. So that's really, really important.
And I'm about to bring those on screen in a minute, and the small weight, and a different disc as well.
Okie dokie.
So
I'll show you that once more.
Yeah.
You pop them open, just take your end in, hold on to it, wrap it round.
But also, if you're going to go away, you can never have too many of these bobbins, can you? Because they can be set up ready to go.
And you tend to find that when you start doing Kumuhimo, you get really, really into it. So sometimes you've got 4 or 5 projects on the go, and sometimes you just do braids to see what they look like. So like our sari ribbon looks gorgeous. So if you're using a thicker, like the ribbon, then the big ones that we've just done, the big bobbins, they would be perfect.
That's a great idea.
Because they've got quite a large amount of material in there. So if you're using some sort of thread, and that kind of our sari ribbon and all of our threads that are thicker, wool, it looks beautiful. Go on then.
Sorry if this sounds thick. I've never done a show with a t-shirt yarn.
Oh, okay.
Could you Kumuhimo with t-shirt yarn?
Can't see why not.
How amazing would that be?
And it looks really rustic. So with that, in some instances, all you need is the material. You don't even need any gemstones or anything.
That would be amazing to
And you know, it's fun. And really, you can use it instead of chain. So you don't have to know every single braid to be able to do it. You get great effects from just doing this 8-strand braid.
How many braids are there of Kumuhimo?
Loads and loads. I've got a whole book full at home. You can get flat braids, 12.
Flat braids, is that with the square disc? Right, we're going to just quickly, before we continue on with the next bit, just because Debbie, I know I keep interrupting with things, but I promise we are staying with Debbie for the whole afternoon until 4 o'clock. We're not going off and doing any of that malarkey. It's all about the Deb stuff. But so Debbie, you're using, and you primarily use the size bobbins that you've got there.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I think these are the medium ones, aren't they? And you've got small.
Yeah, I think there's 3 sizes.
We've got smaller ones coming up later. These are the medium ones, but it's the same weight. I've got the medium ones. I've never used them, I'll be honest. I bought them, but I thought as a happy medium.
But also, if you've got gemstones on there, if you've got bigger gemstones, you're going to want a bigger bobbin, because you don't want them falling off, because it takes quite a while to thread them all on. So, you know, you've sat there and you've prepped it, it's all there, it's ready, you're excited, and all falls on the floor. No. No.
Thanks for that description, Debbie, your ace.
No.
So, this one is the, remember you can never have too many bobbins, so this is the medium bobbins, then you've got the smaller of the weights, which is a 50-gram weight. Now, in this instance, we're doing a bonus gift of the Kumuhimo, the Kuchihubitsi, and the Hudibahudimane, also known as a square Kumuhimo disc. Yeah. So a square Kumuhimo disc, it's going to give you a flat braid. And I've seen loads of people making things like, just really simply like bookmarks.
Bookmarks, you can make
bracelets.
Hairbands.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're really gorgeous. The little girls that live on, some of the little girls that live on the road where we live, they Kumuhimo, like out on the pavement. They just all sit around and make friendship bracelets and just
Daisy
Kumuhimo disc, and then just, it's so cute to see. It's a brilliant, oh my word, right, this is going to be a sellout. I'm so sorry if you miss out on this, I'm so sorry. Quarter of the stock's gone already, I haven't even brought the price in. Not staying at $10.95, $6.95. More. And if you've got the previous offer, it's not like you're limited to one, and we've got the smaller one again coming up for you a bit later. Oh, there's only one of the previous offer left. We're having a really, 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 really busy show. Well, just so you know as well, coming up in a few minutes, we'll let Debbie do a full-on demo, but after that we will then bring you the findings that Debbie recommends for Kumuhimo as well. And if the Debster says it works, it works. $6.95 on that. If you've got it in your basket, we are absolutely chocker. So check out your baskets. Okay, right, so we're breeding away. Are you just having a...
I love doing it.
Can we just look at it again on maybe... Yeah, there we go. It's already on camera 5. Ollie, you should be a professional director. You're really good.
Can you see how it's grown just while you're talking there? And I've actually, can you see there's my little marks on the back? I just did north, south, east and west when I first started because the numbers put me off.
Okay.
So I'll show you. If you want to write that on the back, and do you know what I also did on my very first one? I drew an arrow, so I remembered which way
around you're going.
And now it seems silly because I just do it automatically. But when I started, I just wanted that security of knowing that I was going to turn it and not get it wrong.
Yeah.
Each time. So you have got the back of the board. If you use some permanent marker, you can put a little arrow to just remind you until you get used to it. Because obviously when you get used to something, you just think, oh, it's easy. And honestly, it really is easy to do this. And it's really satisfying. As your braid grows, you actually will end up with most materials with a longer braid, because when you finish and you take it off, you pull it and take the tension out. And can you see that's grown quite a bit? So you actually end up with a longer braid, because if you pull the tension out of it, it goes slightly thinner as you're going. So this must have been the exact way that I put it on the board for the necklace there, because I'm coming out with that sort of stripy effect, whereas the one that I did with exactly the same cords before
and using exactly the same technique but them in a different
just
place.
In a different place. So
I like that a lot.
You know, when you get different colour cords, try it. Just put different ones, and sometimes you can get little kisses, and there's ways of doing little hearts, and it just comes out that way with the three strands as you go along. So all you do is you continue on in this way until you've got the length that you need. Now remember, it's usually better to have it a little bit longer than shorter once you take it off, because then there's room for error. So if you cut it off and you're not greatly pleased with how you finished it, then you've got some margin for error. So I always tend to do the length slightly longer than maybe I need. So imagine that I've gone as far as I want to go, as far as the length's concerned. I just take it off my board, remove my weight, and just literally tie an overhand knot. Now if you've got your zapper, your thread zapper, you can actually zap these cords with the thread zapper, and it melts the ends into each other.
Have we got any of the thread zapper in stock, please, Liam? He's going to check on the website for us. I love the thread zapper.
Here, look, here it is. Here,
show us.
Now what it does is, with some materials, it will just cut. So you press the button on, you have to keep your finger on it to keep it on. Okay, so you see that little bit of smoke coming out, and that, so you know it's getting hot. Please, please, please do not touch the end with your fingers, because actually, I know it's only diddy, but it gets really hot, and you can just cut the thread with this, like that. Now, if you use the shiny wax cord, when you're finishing off a knot, rather than put glue or nail varnish or whatever you want to on there, you can use this, and it just moulds. So it melts it.
Yeah, binds it.
Binds it, there's a good word. It binds it together, so you don't actually even need scissors. It's smoking away there. Why it's smoking is because you get a little bit of the residue of the cord on there, but if you just keep it on, it will just burn away. You don't have to worry about that. That's okay. That's normal for it to smoke like that. So I've got this. I got mine from here. I've had it for ages, and when you need to, you can change the little bit of fixture on the end. But
unfortunately, we haven't got any in stock at the moment, but keep your eyes out.
We do them, don't we, from time to time?
Yeah, we do. So there should be some more on their way very shortly. I think, has that now sold out? The square disc. I'm so sorry that's sold out, but we've got a smaller version again coming up for you very shortly. Okay.
Right, so when you've finished, if you haven't got your thread zapper, don't worry, a sharp pair of scissors works just as well. These are our leather scissors, I believe, but I use them for everything. I use them for friendly plastic, I use them for...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're fab. They're really sharp, and they never seem to blunt, and I use them for everything. I mean, not wire, obviously. So I would just cut down, see, it just goes through it like butter.
Okay. And
remove the end. So I'm going to bring in the one that I made before. What I've done...
There's one I prepared earlier. Right, here we go, the ends.
The ends. Now these are invaluable. Now they usually come in different sizes, so depending on the size of braid, you'll see in the next kit that I've done a really fat, big, chunky braid, so I need a bigger one than this.
In fact, I'm going to go and get that.
Okay, here I'll get it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's the big
So this is from the next kit, but it shows you, because we are going to do the ribbon and cord ends, the Kumuhimo ends, in a moment.
Look at those.
And then oh, that is, look at this scrumptious necklace. That literally makes me salivate.
I got
They
excited.
come in a metre length, of course, a metre length. I love them. That's a gorgeous design. So that's from the second kit. But so what we're saying is the ends that you'll use in the second kit, you'll also use in the first kit, and you can use them on so many different materials because you can also use them. Did you see the climbing rope?
No.
We've launched climbing rope. I did the show with
What's
Gemma
it like?
on Monday. It's like a much chunkier version of paracord.
Ooh.
It's literally amazing.
So they'd be perfect
So they're
for that
perfect.
then. Perfect.
So this crosses over into all of your threading materials at these ends. You can use them on paracord, climbing rope, t-shirt material,
ribbon,
sari yarn,
anything. I mean, anything that you want to bunch together and make a really chunky design. I did it with our sari ribbon a while back, and it was quite chunky, the braid, and I didn't have any ends that fit. So you can work around that. You can get your wags wire cone and sort of do a wire. But I really wanted this look because I think it looks really professional when you actually pop an end cap on like this. So to have it in different sizes and different metals as well, because obviously sometimes you're going to want different metals to go with different colour cords. On this one I've put silver, and all I do with my end cap, can I just borrow one?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Is I just pop my glue inside the cap.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what glue you're using, most clear drying craft glues will work, and it's obviously
stronger than a PVA.
Oh, strong! You can't use PVA, but you could use your 2-part. But I tend to just use my general craft glue for this because I'm going for a porous surface into a non-porous surface.
Okay.
So the one where that you can put in and leave it to dry for like 4 minutes, it goes a little tacky, and then just pop your braid in. And then what I tend to do is take some masking tape and just wrap that up and leave it to dry overnight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just so that it's not wobbling about in there, and it gives you a really strong hold.
So you've used it on the ends there. We've just seen it on the chunky one as well. So we're going to do the Kumuhimo findings. Is that all right, Liam? I just produced from the floor. Just telling what we're doing. Now, this goes beyond the Kumuhimo ends though.
Yeah.
But you do get, look at this, you see. This makes me salivate and palpitate. You've got, I do also think they look like doll's house cloches. I know I say that every time they're on it. So at the top of these, you'll then have the little hole where you can put your wire or your jump rings through. So 2 of the very large. Now let me have a look here. They're very large. Okay, internal diameter of the large ones is 16 millimeters, external diameter 20, 14 millimeters internal, 17 millimeters external. Then we go to the gold color, which hasn't given me any definitive sizes because it comes in a pack. So you get 2 of the large, 2 medium, 2 small, and 2 dinky. You're then going to get also these, and this is exactly the same actually, the 2 packs in the yellow gold plate and the rose gold plate are exactly the same packs. So you'll get the 4 lots of the, oh what a fab picture, 4 lots of the ribbon cord ends. You'll then get 4 of the carriers. So the idea is that you can use these, you can put your braid through there and then you dangle your charm off, but I've seen these used in so many different ways.
Yeah, I've made earrings out of those.
You can even pull resin in and use them as your bezel settings and all sorts. So they're gorgeous. So you'll get 4 of those. You'll also get 4 toggle clasps. And then you're also going to get 10 of the little jump rings. Now they're an oval shape. Now that's from the kit that's coming up next. And you can see where the charm carriers have been used perfectly there with the toggle clasp as well. Now those little oval jump rings are basically when it comes to putting the jump ring on the loop that's going to attach it to your designs through. So say you, let me show you here, okay? So if you didn't have any wire to hand, you would put an oval shaped jump ring through there to then attach your chain or then attach your clasp, whatever you're wanting to do. It's just much easier to put an oval one through than try and force a round jump ring through because it just, you won't get the tension that you're after. Right, this is the Kumuhimo companion kit. Liam, let's just have a little word. What are you thinking? But I thought these were about £9.50 a pair, aren't they? Aren't they £9.50 for just 4 of those? 750 for those and 950 for those? Or am I lying? I might be lying, just bear with me. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be seriously amazing. So bearing in mind that you can use them on your paracord, you can use them on your rope or your Kumuhimo, macrame as well, brilliant. Then crossing over for your beading. I've seen a lot of designers as well. $9.95, yeah, I thought so. $9.95 for these. Yeah, $9.95 just for these usually. Wait till you see the price that we're going to bring the whole lot on for. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the ends in the yellow gold plate and 4 of the ends in the rose gold plate. This is brilliant. So I've also seen designers literally gluing tassels into these as well. And they're gorgeous on the end of some long beading thread or long leather cord or a long chain or a long rosary link chain. Best ever offer at $21.95. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If you're entering into the world of Kumuhimo, this is below staff cost. MPGC 49. Congratulations, right? Phone lines and website has gone bonkers. At $21.95, so just to reiterate, the 4 large silver ones alone, or the medium-sized silver ones, for those 4 alone, it's usually $9.95. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Do check out your baskets as soon as you can. We're getting, I've got good stock, but it's going to be limited quite soon. Okay.
It's brilliant because you've got all the colours.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got all the threads and maybe you've just got one colour of, because sometimes they come in sort of packs of, I don't know, 10 or whatever, and then you've just got one colour. But it's really good if you can match your little charm carriers to your end cap, because then it just all ties in together, doesn't it? So you've got all the colours here. So what I tend to do is I just pick up one, if I'm not sure what colour I want to use, and put it next to my cord with all 3, and then you can make a good decision about what you think is pleasing to your eye, of which colour to use. So you get the versatility of that with this. That's brilliant.
Wicked. They're wicked. Check out your baskets.
They're lovely for lariats.
Yeah.
You know, to put through the hole and then just have that, because it's a lovely bit of metal in itself, isn't it? Me going on about metal again, but it's a nice bit of metal in itself.
Not a professional metal worker, are you, Debbie? No, not at all. I've never heard you mention it. Right, so next technique involved with that.
Right, so I've basically put the end on for you to see, but usually I wouldn't put the end on till I'd finished with my braid, doing what I was going to do with it. So I picked out one of my gorgeous agates, and I'm just going to take that masking tape off to show you what I've done. Because talking about metal, you can wire wrap them, but that's one of our stamping blanks. Obviously I've got loads of these knocking about, and I've just sort of cut the top and glued it on, and it makes a fabulous bezel.
Great idea.
Because you've got quite a lot of metal surface area there on the back, so and this is quite a big hefty stone. That's going to hold it nice and firmly. And what I thought about afterwards, but I couldn't do it because I'd already glued it on, was you could have a personalised message on the back, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could stamp on it.
So you could stamp on it, not after you've glued it on, which is why I didn't do it, because you'll shatter the stone. But I thought, I should have stamped on that as an afterthought.
Lovely.
But that, you know, so it can serve 2 purposes. So then I thought I was going to do like a little pattern with my braid to sit in front of the agate, like that. Now I always come to cut off my ends, and then I don't cut them off because I think they look so pretty. So you could, I had to stick with the kit, but if you had some extra beads, you could put them on the end there of those and tie a knot, couldn't you? That would be pretty.
Yeah.
So all I did was I took some wire. So if you've got the blue wire, this would be really good. Now this is 0.25 because it's all I had at home, but I would probably, for ease, if you have got that, there's 0.4 in that one, isn't there?
The details are at the bottom of the screen for this. It's an exceptional offer. It's just $6.95 for 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.6 and 10 metres of 0.8 wire. The details at the bottom of your screen. It's IXGC60. IXGC60. So 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.6 and 10 metres of 0.8.
And the good thing about this blue wire, when we were talking about the colour of wire to put on the show, is that you can wrap this onto your braid and it's not too intrusive. So if you don't want it to sort of be wire-led, you don't really want to see the wire that much, then this is perfect for just sort of anchoring things together but not kind of taking away from your hard efforts at your Kumuhimo braid. So what I did was I sort of having this nearby because I want to know how big I want my swirl to be. I don't want it to overpower my stone too much. So just pulling it in from the bottom, I'm going to work it round into a little circle. Now I have done this before with things, and you can sew this if you want to, or even glue it, that would be fine. I used wire this time. And then pop it on just to see that you've got sort of the size of your choice there, which I have. Now if you didn't want these end bits, like I've done there, you could just snip those off and have it sort of flat like that. So I'll snip those off because they're getting in the way of you seeing what I'm doing, and then you can just see an alternative to what I've done with the other one. So I'll move those out of the way, and then you can see properly what I'm doing with the twirling. So once I've sort of got the size that I want to start fixing that together. So as I said, you could put some glue on there and then pop some masking tape over the top and wait for it to dry. You could sew it if you wanted to, but I'm going to use this wire and just basically sew through with, now I've got the 0.25 here, but if you use the 0.4 that you got in the kit, it will be a lot easier to see, for one thing. I'm trying not to lean forward and get my head in the camera shot, and sort of give it a good bit of tension and work it round and pull your wire through like so. So this is looking a bit more fiddly than it needs to be, just because it is the 0.25 rather than the 0.4. And you would just work that all the way around until you've got the size of spiral that you want, and then just secure your wire around your loop. And then with your cutters, get rid of any excess. So obviously you would take much longer than I have, and you'll be much neater. And then you're finished your little loop. And what I decided was I wanted this to sort of go up halfway and then have half of it with my little beads. So all I did here was just take my wire in there so that I'm actually connecting my Kumuhimo length to the hole through my stamping blank. And then all I did with the other half, I'm just going to grab some wire, was you can get silver if you want to, or you can use the blue, which looks really nice. So again, if you've just got that wire kit, you can get this 0.8, and that's going to be used for just half of the design. So just pop a wrap loop on the end, pop it over your pliers, take it out, and just wrap. Don't worry if you can't do a wrap loop, you can always just do a basic loop, that's absolutely fine. If you're a beginner, I didn't know how to do a wrap loop for a long time while I was learning, that's absolutely fine. And then just take the spacers, and you get loads of these, they're like little teardrops, and pop them on to your wire. So I made sure that they all went in the same direction, just so it looked uniform.
Just had a text in from Angela. Hi Lucy and Debbie, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday! All family gone now. I said it's time to play. I bought 3 stamping kits last week and now sitting and playing. Love and happy birthday, lovely. What a lovely way to spend your birthday.
Oh, that is brilliant. We had an absolutely epic stamping show last week, didn't we? We had loads of new tools and we were hitting metal.
Whacking it.
We were getting excited, very, very excited.
I could do with hitting a bit of metal today, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've got more messages. They're going to keep coming in.
Okay.
I braid horsehair bracelets for a keepsake for friends. Wow, Marilyn.
That's a lovely idea, isn't it?
Cool. I wonder because you can put. That was the original. It was horsehair and donkey hair was the original type of beading thread, wasn't it? Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the and I've heard people that set hair into resin as well as the keepsakes.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Fleur does that, doesn't she? Or something
I don't
like
know.
that. I think so. It's really, because again, it's what we talk about all the time about the whole sentiment in jewellery and the jewellery telling a story. So all I did with that was attach this to one side. Obviously it was longer than that. That will just fit around a little person's neck.
A very small person.
And
or
then
maybe
I
a cat.
Yeah, or a little puppy. And
We
put
don't
that on.
advocate putting gemstones around animals' necks.
No.
Thank you.
No. And that really is as simple as that. And then you just add your clasp of your choice. I added, I'll turn that round for you to see. I just added chain to add some length to that, and then the lovely toggle clasp that comes with your kit, just so that you've got the contrast then of the chain and the Kumuhimo braid. So it's just a slightly different way of using a Kumuhimo braid, because obviously it's designer inspiration, we like to do something a little bit different, but you could have just actually taken your braid and put it on the top and used it, which is probably what I would do, like that, and just used it instead of a chain, because I think that the Kumuhimo lends itself to those sorts of gemstones.
Now, can I just, we've had a couple of texts asking what are these pliers here, and the ones on the other side. We've got both of them. Now we've got the, so which ones we're going to do first? Should we do, let's do the flat nose. First of all, now, oh, I love them. We're constantly looking at our tools and ways to be able to upgrade, basically. These are so extraordinarily professional and extraordinarily expensive elsewhere.
They really are, yeah.
WLWB26. So why would we need these pliers, Debbie? Under what circumstances would we use these ones?
Well, these are great for sort of holding things. So, you know, if you're holding your jump rings to open your jump rings, or you're holding a wire to loop, to wrap a loop, they're very easy to hold, they're very easy to handle.
Now, for somebody who has arthritis in their hands.
Yeah, me too.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And our feet and our all other bones. All the days of a dancer. They're quite therapeutic.
They are. And can you see how pointed they are on the end?
Yeah.
So that you can get into those tricky little spaces, whereas some of the other ones
quite chunky,
and so, which is good for some things. You know, every tool has its place.
Yeah.
But I tend to use these because they've got this lovely long jaws and they've got this lovely slim point at the end, so that I can get that into little niggly areas. Maybe I've wrapped a loop and I want to get in and squeeze the last remaining little tail. I just want to squeeze him in so no one can see. Then I use these. But the action as well is just so lovely.
Yeah, for finishing off, these are going to be great. Do you know what they're going to be brilliant for? Rosary links.
Yeah,
as well.
Perfect.
When you're doing, so you've done your wrap loop and you just want to get in there and go, or if you've done a whole length of chain and you've made your own chain, you just want to go, perfect. Now, I would recommend more than one of these as well. I'd recommend 2 pairs, ideally.
Yeah.
Because if you think about when you're opening jump rings, you ideally want to have, I'll grab yours for a second, thank you. You want to be able to do that and then twist like that. It's great to have 2.
I've got 2.
At the price that we're going to be doing them at, have a look around elsewhere. You know that these are the 0 ones, so you know that this is the brand that you can find elsewhere. You can price compare, go for it. Ha ha ha! You won't buy anywhere else when you see our price. $15.95. They are so utterly professional, and once you've bought them, you've got them for life. So those are the Zeron flat nose professional pliers. Well done. What's the matter? Why does it say that? Apparently on the description it says they're for wire cutting. That's a load of trosh.
There are some wire cutters, but these aren't
them. No, I'm so sorry about that. I will reprimand the person who put that.
There are cutters in this range,
you don't use these for wire cutting. No. They're for getting in the small tight places and manipulating. They're like an extra pair of hands.
They are. They're for holding, which is what we do most of. So if you're, as you said, if you're opening 2 jump rings, if you're wrapping a loop and then you need to hold the loop to wrap, you hold them with these because they're nice and flat inside, so you get a good grip and you don't have to really squeeze for them to hold.
Yeah, they're almost like a really controllable pair of tweezers slash chain nose pliers.
Exactly like that, yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing, they're invaluable. At $15.95, they're popular. Hello, Helen and Sue, Laurie and Anne, Susan, loads of anonymous shoppers. Julie, Hazel, more anonymous shoppers. Sabine, Anita, Casey, Karen. Check out your baskets at $15.95. I've got the other ones as well, which when I first saw them, I didn't believe that they were what they said they were. Let me show you why. These are round nose forming pliers. Now look, they're not round. They're not round. Oh yeah, they are. They are. You know when you buy the ready-made chain from us, and they are the most precise, dinkiest little wrap loops, and you wonder how on earth anyone's been able to do it. Chances are they've used a tool like this.
Yeah, they will have done.
Because they are the most delicate of nibs, effectively. Points. They are completely round, but they are, again, they're the same. They're going to be the same price. They're $15.95 as well. They're on the same professional level, and having used these, I wouldn't be without them. I still use my other round nose pliers because for different sizes.
Yeah.
But they don't say round. They don't go cone shape all the way down. Could you pass over the other pair of round nose pliers, please? The pink ones that are on there. Thank you very much. So this is the comparison. They've both got a place. They're not. It's not one or the other for makes or anything. Can you see how different they are? So these are almost, you can continue down and you make a cone, and that's your standard round nose plier. These are a round nose forming plier. So they're very much for making the smaller, intricate loops.
Yes, and so if you're manipulating on forming a wire, and also when I don't know if you saw last week on the metal show, I was making a loop at the bottom of a cuff of copper, and I used these because these were easy to grab. They're also incredibly strong, whereas sometimes with some of the other round nose pliers, if you use those for something quite hefty, then you have the risk of kind of denting them, but these are really strong, so they're great for those jobs.
Love, 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 love. Marilyn, Janine, Lisa and Teresa, make sure you're checking out your baskets. Lots more of you grabbing them there. They're going to be the same price as the other ones, so they're just $15.95. Visa, MasterCard, and you can use your PayPal accounts as well. Really fab style of plier. So, Debbie.
Yes.
More from this kit? Or would you like to go to a break and we'll start with the next kit?
Let's do the next kit.
I'll take the lead from you because you are the professional. We're going to go to a short break, and when we return, we're going to go, I don't know why we're doing this, and we've got loads of bargains, and we'll go to the next kit. Amazing. Thank you so much for your contributions. Keep those text messages coming in. We'll see you in a moment.
This month, JewelleryMaker is offering a free mystery gift when you attend any of our July workshops. This offer is only available for this month, so hurry and book yourself a July workshop today. Please contact our call centre or visit our website to see all available workshops. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Learn great techniques with this fantastic DVD, Extruder Edition 1. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford and presenter Ed McKay and start creating new, exciting and colourful pieces of polymer clay using the multifunctional extruder tool. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker offers an extensive range of creative workshops for all levels from beginners right through to advanced. Each workshop is run by our approachable tutors who are all friendly, knowledgeable and are specialists in their field of expertise. Our popular courses are tailor-made to suit your needs and to help you get started with a new hobby or to advance your skills onto the next level. We keep the class sizes small to ensure you get plenty of one-to-one attention, so book early to avoid disappointment. For more information, contact our call centre or visit our website. This is an important announcement to all our Freeview customers. From July 28th, JewelleryMaker will be moving to Channel 76. You'll be able to watch us between 8 AM and 12 PM, so make sure you retune your TV and join us on our new Freeview home. Spend the day with guest designer Mark Smith making beautiful jewellery, using simple macrame techniques but with an added touch of elegance with the incorporation of wire in your designs. Mark will be guiding you through 5 projects, and you'll also learn how to wire wrap a cabochon. This course includes a selection of wire, a selection of gemstones, a pack of silver findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporium Museum, and you can make a purchase at the JewelleryMaker shop. All of this for just $84.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
This month, JewelleryMaker is going to be moving to a new channel on Freeview. Stay tuned to find out our new channel number, which we'll be revealing very soon.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Right. Oh, I love this. Let's get. I love it. 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 We are talking about one of the biggest reductions you will ever see here at JewelleryMaker. This now is a brand new kit that is taken beyond clearance price. We've got a good quantity. We're going to do it on a first come first served basis. Look at the amount that you're getting in this kit. It goes on and on. And did I or did I not say at the start of the show that both kits were going under £30?
You did.
We're going under £30 in it. Categorically 1,000,000,000% should not be, because this strand alone is usually just under £20. This strand alone is just under 20. Right, this strand is one of my favourites we have ever had in the business. A borrower would get caught up skipping in it.
It's huge.
It's amazing. I adore it. Absolutely adore it. Pardon? Dion apparently has actually skipped with this.
I'm not surprised.
Why does that not surprise me? No. Dion is one of our morning show producers who's obsessed with the colour of blue. Now this strand alone, just this strand alone, you've got pendant potential in there, you've got standalone statement beads in there, and you are looking at Swiss blue coloured quartz, 10 by 8 up to 22 by 17 millimetres, and that is a metre in length. It's a metre! It's absolutely incredible. We've got people on the phone lines already. Look at that. Look at that. That is the simplest of necklaces, but you know, you'd see that in every seaside town for £12.
Oh yeah, easily. That's why I did that, because I thought I've seen that so many times with a stone on and just a piece of cord, you know, for at least £10, at least. And that's just one of the stones that you get.
Just, yeah.
On the massive, humongous
You're
strand.
going to get quite a few, and it's amazing. I know I'm just going on about this strand, but for me, because this is usually almost £20, everything else that you get for £10. Everything else in this kit you get for £10. Now you need to use the code UQGC81 using your Visa, MasterCard. You can use your PayPal accounts as well. 100 carats of pink quartzite as well. And then you've got, bear with me a second, 270 carats of lavender quartzite. Quartzite's an amazing gemstone. It takes colour so brilliantly. Do you know, I've got some gorgeous little pearls coming up later that would work really nicely with that colour combination. Yeah. Look at those for your gems. Now, honestly, if you were to buy these, you couldn't usually buy these gemstones alone for the price we're doing the kit at. You can't. So that code on the top of your screen is really special for today. How many have gone already, sorry? It's gonna sell out. Okay. We then are venturing into Kumuhimo elements with different type of cord. These are suede-ette, and so are these. This is all the suede-ette cord. The satin cords, we've then got these. Your wax cords, we've got these, and your woven cord, we've got, I love that colour so much. Look, there are all of your cords. So you're going to get, in terms of your cords, 5 metres of the beige, 5 metres of the chocolate, 5 metres of the imperial purple sparkle. Then you'll get it'll be 5 metres ago, won't it? Of the fuchsia and 5 metres of the tealy turquoise. And they are measuring 4 by 2 by 2.5 millimetres each. And that's a 1.4 by 2.5 millimetres each on those. The satin cords, you'll get 10 metres of each colour. Your colours are aqua blue, navy blue, and then that beautiful lemony colour, which is referred to as a lemon, funnily enough. Then with your wax cords, oh sorry, it's satin. Gosh, they're just so sparkly, I thought they were waxed. Wow. They are, am I right? Hang on. Your Eslon's there, that's a 0.9. 32 metres of 0.9. No, it is woven cotton. There we go. You've got fuchsia and blue. No, that's right, yeah. 1 millimetre in thickness each of those and 10 metres in each of those. So you're just getting, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I love the fact that this colour palette is just going to go with so many things that you've already got. But should you have never even made a piece of jewellery before ever in your life, you've got enough, you've got everything to get yourself started. You've got over £30 worth of genuine gemstones, never mind all the threading materials. And have a look around at what you can pay for threading materials elsewhere. It's the biggest understatement of the century to say that you had things left over, Debbie.
Absolutely tons. What I really liked about the cord in this kit was because you've got the different textures, if you mix them up, you get some lovely braid effects, which is really quite multimedia. You know, if you mix the suedette with the more shiny cord, the satin cord, then you get this lovely kind of texture that on your Kumuhimo cord, and nothing on that length there is wasted because I've used all of the ends to just kind of tie in with the pattern. So you can kind of play with this. Once you know your braid, you can really play with your cord combinations, not just colours but textures as well. So even using the same colours or just blues, but putting one kind of soft satiny cord and one suede, and it just gives you a completely different look. And these are fantastic. You can do so much with these rounds, and just this gorgeous lilac colour, and then you've got these blues, and it's almost like two kits within one. You could do two completely separate suites of jewellery within this one kit, so it'll go a really long way.
They are amazing colours, amazing quality. These alone are usually just under £20. You wouldn't usually be able to get the gemstones for the price we're going to do the whole kit for. If you want more than one, get it now. On offer, on offers within the kit, it would be £51.80. Stop everything that you're doing. Amelia? One of the biggest reductions we've ever done on the Design Inspiration Show. Thank you, Liam. You can come again at $29.95. Congratulations. And it's no wonder we now have people multi-buying on this one. So we're going to have a really good mooch through the designs. We're going to learn loads of techniques on this one. Now, there's also lots of embellishments that you could put with this. You don't have to put it with it. Definitely the ribbon cord ends as well will look brilliant with this. Kathy, lots of anonymous shoppers. Wait till you're in New York. Claudette and Caroline, Isabel and Christina and Dawn, make sure you're all checking out your baskets. Patricia, you've just joined us there in the West Midlands. Well done to Maureen and Joe. Joe, you have got one amazing order coming to Beer near Pakorama later on this week. 0800 644 645. $29.95. Amazing. Right, let's have a really good mosey through what you've been up to then. Would you like to talk us through, Dexter?
Yeah, now if you look at the designs that I've done here, this is a fraction of what you can achieve with your kit. I had absolutely tons left over and cords that I haven't even touched.
Wow.
Because I'd still be there now, Kumuhimoing away. And bearing in mind that when we're on, as I said before, we have 2 of each kit. So if you do a Kumuhimo braid for a necklace, you have to do another one to show you. So it's sort of twice the amount of time. So you could probably make this, I would say, another 3 times with that's my estimate. Yeah, in my opinion, with the cord that you get in the kit. So the first one that I went with, because I love these blue stones so much.
Now, just because we just looked at that.
Yeah.
Can we get a close-up on the braid? We're going to learn how to do this one.
Yeah.
I love it. Have you put the wire through there simply to have an anchor point to put the gemstones?
Yes, but then this was just going to be wound round in a Kumuhimo braid, and then I just made it up because I had loads left, so I just tried something and it worked. So it was originally going to be for that, but you could, and it would be strong enough to hold the gemstones without the wire. So this was one of those designs that kind of is organic as you go along.
Yeah.
And sometimes you start off, don't you, with one idea and it ends up with something else because you think, oh, I wonder if that'll work. Oh, I quite like it. So that's what happened with this. I've basically taken the Kumuhimo around the wire, and then I've left all the ends because you get left with all these beautiful ends, and quite often I've done a lariat with the ends, and I've put different beads on and had sort of a lariat because I love the 8 or 12 ends that you have hanging down from what you're left over with. But what I've done with this is I've wrapped those ends back around the wire, so it's kind of like a wave pattern, so you get to see all the cord, but then in between you've got peaks of the Kumuhimo braid, and then I've actually hung these off. So I understand this is quite a statement design because I wanted to show you what you could do. You could just have that braid using the cords without the drops. You wouldn't have to have the drops at all. That would be absolutely fine. Or you could just have single beads hanging off. You could just have sort of little single ones. So it's completely up to you. It can be changed to your style. So if you are someone who likes something maybe a little bit more dainty, then that can be achieved too. But obviously on the designer inspiration, we like to go for it sometimes just to see what we can get away with.
Well, to allow yourself to be... we've just had a question in.
Yeah.
Lynn's like, we need to answer. Hi girls, thank you so much for calling us that.
Yes.
Rather than you old hags or something. It's happened before. Hi girls, hi Caroline Doll. When I checked out, it still said at $51.80 I will pay... will I pay this or the reduced price? The reduced price, hun. Everybody pays the reduced price. Yeah. You got a bargain. Absolute bargain. And thanks again for calling us girls. Ace. Okay, so your DVDs, just to let you know as well, are still available. We've got an absolutely bonkers offer of 4 hours worth of Kumihimo techniques at half price today. 50% off today only. THG C46, usually $28.90. Sorry, $29.80. Apologies. No, $19.80. I'm talking absolute utter trosh. In fact, 1980, year that God made me, is the truth. Actually, no. That's, well, I was born then anyway. £9.95 for these. It would usually be £19.80. I'm sorry, I'm blaming my hormones. No one can have a go at a pregnant person, surely. £9.95.
That would be wrong.
So on the projects of the Kumihimo, this you get an instruction, your cabochon Kumihimo necklace, a wire Kumihimo pendant, zigzag Kumihimo and caged Kumihimo necklace. With this one, which is the addition 2, you get the half flat braid on a round disc, a 12-strand spiral design. You get to learn how to add beads, 8-strand shippu, chapter 5 is a maru yotsu, sorry, and then learn how to finish things off. On the introduction, which is invaluable, regardless of how advanced you are, it's always good to get back to basics. You've got your introduction, your round disc pattern, square disc pattern, adding gemstones, cage gemstones, zigzag techniques, and square on round. And even though that sounds similar to a couple of the others that titles on the other discs, they're completely different. And then the micro Kumihimo, which is, gosh, the things you can do with bridal when it comes to Kumihimo, it's just exquisite. Yeah. And this is making a braid, gemstone chip bracelet, round gemstone heart charm bracelet, bead effect necklace, and the beaded tassel lariat. This was in fact made by Kumihimo. Somebody was just asking if you can use the suede cords for macrame. Yes, absolutely you can. That was Patricia who was asking that question. Thanks for your question there, my lovely. Absolutely, you can use all of these threading materials. Oh, back in the day, isn't it? That was fringe. I had a fringe. Yeah, anyway. It was in the winter, I go darker hair colour in the winter. Right, yeah, anyway, I'm talking absolute trash. Back to you, Debbie. Don't let me talk anymore. I'm sick of my own voice.
So then I just did a really colourful...
love this one loads.
Colourful summery design with this, and I wanted to use the charm carriers. What you usually use the charm carriers for is probably a bracelet, and then maybe you'd have one on for a charm, but you can be more ambitious with it if you want to. So I just added all these lovely fun colours together. So if you see that braid there, it's got different textures. I've got some of the very soft satin pink, but I've also put it with some of the suedette, which just gives like a chunkier feel to the braid, whereas the braid that I did in the last kit was quite flat and uniform. This gives you a lovely organic feel. That's what I was talking about earlier, about mixing the different braids. And you can do this with your macrame as well. Mix the braids, mix the leatherette and the shiny, and you get another complete feel and look to it entirely than if you just use the same. So don't be afraid to mix. And you've got the luxury of doing that with this kit because you've got lots of different colours and lots of different textures as well. We don't always have that. We tend to have lots of different colours in the same type of cord. This is all different. And also this,
the
Eston. Last time I did Kumihimo, I did beaded Kumihimo. She's working hard over there.
You're so cute! That was the cutest little thing. That was so cute. If you could see Amelia now, I swear that goes against health and safety. She looks like a little dog. She's carrying a bag in her mouth.
Where's my tail?
Where's wagging a little tail?
Wag a little tail. So you've also got this because it's lovely and fine, so you can get your beads through there and load up your strands to make those lovely beaded Kumo designs that you just saw on the DVDs there. So again, you've got this in there as well as the thicker threads. So that's brilliant.
Thank you. Yes, that DVD. Thank you. Wow. Yes, that DVD, Ollie. Thank you.
Is it the fringe one?
Yes.
There it is.
I look tired. I think that might have been a night where Charlie hadn't slept, and then I was up the next morning looking like it. Oh, got all that to come again. Brilliant, can't wait. Just so you know, the details on your screen are for the finishing touches as well. So that's the Kumuhimo companion kit. Over half the stock's gone. We had loads of these, and we've got a few. Well, we've got half the stock remaining. So this is the finishing touches. So those charm carriers that Debbie was just talking about that you typically put on a bracelet as well. You've got the ends. So if you've just joined us, how rude, but it's okay, we'll forgive you. The ends have been used on this design here. You can use these ends for anything, absolutely anything.
They're lovely and chunky, these ends, so you can. You're not limited to your design choices because most braids, sort of thick, chunky braids, will fit into the larger ones.
Well, 2 of the rope cords fit into this size and 3 fit into the large ones because we launched that on Monday last week. Well, I don't think we launched it as such. We had some different colours on that show. So they're amazing, absolutely amazing. You can use them for macrame. You've got your toggle clasps in there as well. Brilliant kit for $21.95. Right, so let's go back to the other kit, the actual main kit that we're looking at here. Have we still got some stock of that left, Liam? Yeah. We've still got some stock available. It's at $29.95, massive reduction down from $51.80. And just if you have just tuned in, what Debbie's made is literally used probably a quarter of the contents of it. Yeah. A quarter of the contents.
And I had lots of gemstones left over as well, because when you've got so much cord and you've got it in these vibrant colours, you don't need lots of gemstones, you know, so you just stick a couple on just to add a little bit of a feature. And then on the next necklace, I just wanted to show you the last 2 necklaces, how that you can just use the suedette just as a neckline piece with something in the middle. So there I've just kind of done the little balls on the head pins and pop them in the middle. You could put your charms if you want your stamping or your metalwork. You know, some people like to wear the cord, don't they, rather than a chain or whatever, because it gives that different look. Yeah. And the good thing about it is, after summer, if you think, oh, that's a bit leery, that you just cut it off and put a dark one on, you know. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you've got so much of it.
Or use a chain, and maybe you have it interchangeable, so you have daytime you have cord and nighttime you have chain, and make perfect. It so you've got a lobster claw clasp and you can swap it or something. I love this one so much. Right, it is time to learn from the Kershaw.
The Kershaw, like a ship. Right, a ship called the Kershaw. No,
is there a
boat?
Ship called the Kershaw?
Probably, I don't know.
Or Nick Kershaw. Thank you,
Oh, Nick Kershaw.
Wouldn't it be good? Did you know that Nick Kershaw wrote "I Am the One and Only"?
Did he?
Yes, he did.
I didn't know he was a songwriter.
Yes, he's written all his own music, and he wrote for Chesney Hawkes. That song.
Nick Kershaw.
My friend saw Chesney Hawkes in concert when she was a student for £1.
For £1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Moving on.
Bless him. Right, I've actually Kumuhimo did a big long, I can't even keep that in shot, length of 3 of the braids. I used 2 of the sort of softer satiny braids and 1 of the suedette. So as you can see, it gives you kind of a little bobble pattern. It's not as smooth as the other braid we did, but I did this in exactly the same way as I showed you on the last kit. I loaded the disc exactly the same way, and I just kept going, so that had a long braid. Now in this case, I used about 1 metre of each thread through the 8 braids, because I wanted to have quite a lot of tails left, because you're actually going to use those in the design. Now this is slightly shorter, this one, than I've used on the finished piece, just for demonstration purposes, but you would want to have about half and half. So half of the Kumuhimo braid and then that again of your 8 strands remaining. So about 1 metre of each colour, as I say, should do it. Okay, so I've got it actually on wire. You could use 0.8 or 1 mil wire, up to you. I've got both here. I'm going to go with the 1 mil just because it adds a little bit more structure, but you could use 0.8 if you wanted to. And if you got the blue wire that we did earlier, that would be perfect as well. So you need to get a length of wire that's at least as long as your finished design and some, because you want to be able to finish off wrapping your loops. Now this is where I'm going to just grab my tools that I put away so neatly and cut that. So we need to make a loop on the one end so that we can hold all of this in place, but this loop is going to need to be able to fit our braid through. So using your round nose pliers, you're probably going to get a loop that's too small. So I actually use my bail making pliers to make that loop. You've got the 2 sizes on there, so I used the larger jaw. So just holding it in, pressing it round, so that the loop that I get, can you see, it's quite substantial. And before I wrap that, I made sure that I could actually get my braid through it. So I've got a bigger knot on the end there, so that won't go through. So it's better knowing that now than later, so I can make it bigger. Okay. Now, you know the pliers that we were talking about, and I said they're absolutely brilliant for holding. Yeah. It's these sorts of jobs that they're great for. So you know when you want to hold a loop like that while you wrap it? Yeah. That's the sort of job that I use mine for.
Liam, can we bring those back on screen, please, my lovely? They will be the flat nose.
Because you know when you've got pliers that are too wide, in an instance like this, where you need to see what you're doing, sometimes the pliers are so wide they're kind of obscuring what you need to see. Do you know what I mean?
The details at the bottom of the screen, they're $15.95. The code is WLW. Sorry, I got it in my head then, I was like, leg before wicket, that's completely wrong, it was just a different LBW, this is LWB, get over it, Lucy. WLWB26. I was like, oh, I know this is about cricket. No, I don't. Well, I do, but no.
So yeah, that's the sort of job that I would use those pliers for the most, is when I'm doing just general beading jobs of just kind of holding things. Now, if you end up with a really huge knot, you can make it smaller by taking your individual strands and pulling them. If you pull them all together, sometimes you don't get a nice tight knot. So if you take each individual strand and give it a little tug, then you'll pull that knot into a nice slim knots, which I'm going to actually put that whole knot into my end cap just because I can.
Yeah, cool.
Because it's huge. If you look at that, that's going to go in nicely. But I still want it to
probably do that again as well, couldn't you?
You could, and you could wrap, if you find that it's not, if it's too small, you could wrap your ends around and pop them in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to thread that through my little loop. Let's move that out of the way. And you've got quite a lot of threads that you're actually working with here. And I didn't secure this to start off with until I was sure that what I made I liked. Okay, so all I did was, keeping that through there and keeping hold of it, was start to wrap it around my wire frame. Now this was my original plan, was to simply do this because I thought that would look pretty. Or you could actually put beads on here and wrap it around the beads. That would also look really pretty. So just wrapping it round the wire as you go, so that you're getting that kind of wavy effect as you go around. Now, you're probably thinking, why is she doing it in a circle? Because as I was going, I wanted to get a rough idea of how big I wanted my necklace to be. You can do it in a straight line, that would be easier if you're struggling in your fingers and thumbs. But again, I wanted to kind of see what I was going to end up with and maybe stop before the end if I thought it was getting too long. So take it until you've finished your Kumuhimo length. So that's what you end up with, something like that. And that was my original plan, was to just leave it like that and then maybe sort of hang some beads off in between. So if you're the sort of person who doesn't like very thick, bold designs, you might want to leave it here. and just maybe add single beads from your wire. That would also look ever so pretty. And the next thing that I did was just an experiment. I took my strands.
Can we just confirm that gauge of wire again, please, Debbie?
This is 1 mil wire.
Could you do it with a 0.8?
You could do it with a 0.8.
So that offer that we've got on the wire today, which is 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.6 and 10 metres 0.8.
That would be perfect.
Would be great for everything that Debbie's talking about, and it's only $6.95.
It would also be a nice contrast to this blue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
I've got the silver here, but again, it's amazing how much you can change the look of something just by changing the colour.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that my ends are all the same length. So sharp pair of scissors again. Just get rid of those.
The details for the wire at the bottom of your screen there. Code IXGC60.
Now this isn't as long as I'd like it to be on my demo strand, just because I just quickly did another long length just so that I could show you, but you'll be able to see the technique.
Oh, it's all part of the...
It's not anything extra, it's just what you have on the end. So this is probably, I'd need about this again to make one as long as the necklace that I've got there. But I simply wrapped it back round in between the strands that I already had, holding them together so that you get that really nice feel. So with my finished one, that went all the way around. So can you see how you end up with the Kumuhimo, but then you get all of the lengths of colour in straight lines in between as well. And if you have a look at the finished one, if I bring the finished one over here, you've got your length of Kumuhimo kind of peeking out, and then I've spent a bit of time on this, actually putting the strands where I want them to be so that they're really neat. And when that was finished and secured, I actually took some inexpensive hairspray and sprayed it and waited for it to dry, because then a bit like when you do your hair and you want the strands to stay where you want them, it helps the strands to stay flat and where you want them to be. If you've got one that's kind of straying out somewhere and it doesn't look neat, you can glue it. Just put some glue underneath and maybe some masking tape over the top just to keep it secure, and leave that to dry until you've got kind of the look that you're aiming for, which is quite a neat. It reminded me of waves. So it's sort of a bit like a summer sea feel for this necklace, just with your Kumuhimo poking out as well. So you can do either of those things, but you can wrap the strands back round, or you could just leave it as I've got half and half here. If you look on the overhead camera, you've got the half here, which makes it really quite a bit chunkier, doesn't it? But if you wanted to,
mermaidy.
It is, isn't it? Or you could leave it, and that makes it a lot thinner. So if you don't want to go for the big chunky look, you don't have to. So when I'd finished, I'd gone all the way around. I cut off my end pieces that I didn't need. Just popped it off there. And this is where your thread zapper, if you've got one, comes into its own, or you can use glue or nail varnish. I like to just secure my threads together before I even put my cap on, because even though it's glued into place, I like to think that that's not going to unravel. So if you're using your thread zapper, you just take it over the top and it kind of melts, especially the satin cord, it will melt it into a nice even end. And again, just to stress that you don't want to touch that end with your fingers because it gets really hot. If you haven't got your thread zapper, if you just pop a bit of nail varnish on the end there, that's good, or a bit of glue, and wait for it to dry. So then that you know your end and you're not secure whatever you decide to do with it, and it's not going to come apart. Because obviously you might have spent, I don't know, for a Kumuhimo length that long, about half an hour to an hour to Kumuhimo, then you've put it together, and then you know you haven't secured the end properly and it all comes apart.
Been there.
Oh, oh, I've done that before, or I've had one stray little one and it just looks messy, and you don't want that to happen. So I would say to make sure that you secure that before you go any further. All right, so then I just popped on my end cap. Now you've got different sizes. If you bought our end caps earlier, there are different sizes. So I've got the large one here, but there is a slightly, I'm going to just borrow that, a slightly smaller one which might be a bit better, that you can just pop on the end. Now if you find that your end is kind of just floating around and you think, oh no, that's just too small, then there is a way of doing it so that that will fit in nicely. If you get one of your cords or cord ends, let's borrow a piece of this, you can wrap it round so that you actually make your end bit a little bit wider, and then tie it so that you're now making that end sort of, you've got more to put in. And then I would finish that off in the same way, either with my thread zapper or glue, so that you can make that as thick as you want, and then that's going to fit much better, see, into my end cap. So what I would usually do with this is I would pop my glue into there, clear drying glue, pop it in. Don't put tons and tons in so that it's going to spill out and sort of look messy around the edges. If that does happen, don't worry too much, because when you pop your end in, if you do get a spillage around the corner, you can just wipe it off, because it takes quite a while to dry. And then what I'd usually do is, where's my masking tape? Just excuse me a minute, I'll grab it. Just somewhere around, I don't know where it is. It's in my bag, the bag of, it's like the TARDIS, my craft bag. I would just take some masking tape over the top there, just to hold that in place, and then I would leave that before I did anything else. So don't rush it, because if you try and hang things off of that before it's dry, then that's going to come away. So most of the glues that work well are going to take about quite a few hours to dry. So leave it on the side and maybe continue with another project. And once that was done, and I'd put both of my ends on, I moved on to my beaded lengths. So what I like to do is kind of arrange my lengths on my board to start with, to see what I think looks good. So I've actually put 5 on my finished necklace. If you wanted a more understated look, you could do 3. Usually if you do odd numbers, that tends to work a bit better than even numbers. I don't know why, it just seems to be more pleasing to the eye. So if you add 5, I did 5, you could add 3, and I decided that I'd want to do them in sort of a couple of links so that you've got that movement. Now you could thread that onto beading thread if you wanted to and just have one big long drop, that would be fine. I just did it in 2 lengths so that I had kind of a bit of movement. I like a bit of movement in my jewellery. So starting a wrap loop at the top, and this is where the other pliers that we did, the round nose pliers, and they don't, like Lucy was saying, they don't really look like round nose pliers, but they are. And I'm just going to pop those into the top, and I'm not going to finish my wrap. That's just to stop my beads from falling off. And I also used these little spacers. I can't remember if we get them in with this kit.
Not in this one, it was in the first one, but you can obviously, if you've got both. Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to necessarily use these spacers. You could use the round ones that we get in the findings kits, or another, the little pink would look quite pretty in between, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you like that kind of pink look. So I'm just going to put on one bead, one little spacer with a larger end first. Do that again. Larger end first, and again larger end first. And then I'm going to take a wrap loop on the bottom to finish off, and I am going to wrap this one. So grab hold of it there and just wrap it around, give it a tug and snip it off. There. Now when you're snipping off your wire, if you press it into your bead mat, it stops it going pinging off everywhere. And then it's just another little piece of wire, or you can use a head or an eye pin if you want to, just to make that little drop on the bottom. So I'm going to make a little loop. Stop. I think I just used a 1? I want a 0.8. Yeah, I've used the wrong wire. Just make a little loop on the bottom. And again, if you can't wrap loop yet, don't worry about it. You could just do a basic loop, that's okay. But I would say that when you're making things, if you can do both loops, I'd do the wrap loop just because it gives it that security of not coming apart. Pop on your little spacer or maybe your little round, and then your bead, and then you're just going to pop that onto the bottom. Now, if you lay your lengths out, and you can see that you're getting the right number. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads here, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. If I was going to make another strand, I'd have 3 beads, 2 and 1, you know, sort of to make the look. And then all I did was take my finished length, and I started by putting the middle one on so that I've got my centre point. And because you have got this wire, and these are quite heavy, these gemstones, so if you're going to use this many, I would say to anchor it with your wire, because that'll give it that structure and it won't be pulling it out of shape. And then just pop it through before wrapping your loop. Holding on here. It's alive. I'm trying not to lean forward. I can't see what I'm doing. So that then you just keep working, keep adding as you go along, and then just ready then to add your clasp on. So if we get the finished one, let's move this out of the way. So you're ready to add as many drops as you want. So I've got 5 on there, and then I've just used one of the lovely clasps into the end caps, and that actually fits quite comfortably around your neck. It's sort of a choker length, because you have got quite a long dangle going down the front there. But obviously you could do a much daintier one if you wanted with just a couple of beads. So that's just not a very difficult technique at all. You're just basically wrapping your wire, your cord rather, ends back round your Kumuhimo braid. So you could do that without even any wire in there. It'd be a nice bracelet, I thought.
Yeah, lovely.
So again, just you can just sort of know one braid and fiddle with it and do different things. Fab.
Really fab. Well, before we continue on with some more demos, I've got some amazing deals for you. So, first off, we've had the large and the medium. We're now going to go to the small bobbins. You're going to get 8. Now, these are the ones. Debbie, have you still got your previous board set up?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Within this collection, you're going to get the small Kumuhimo disc. Now, believe it or not, you get exactly the same size braid.
Yep.
You're just working with a smaller disc, but the exact same size, outcome, everything. This is more basically for, it's transportable. You can pop it in your handbag and stick it in your, I think that's always quite lovely to stick in a child's school bag for them to do with their friends in the playground and that sort of thing. So this is the mini Kumuhimo disc. You're also going to get 2 lots, these gorgeous colours, of cord. 10 metres of the burnt orange wax cord at 1mm and 10 metres of the yellow satin cord at 1mm. The mini Kumuhimo disc, but you're going to get the 8 small bobbins. Now these are the size bobbins that Debbie was using on her first project that we saw her show to us today.
Yeah.
And just briefly, can you explain how we use these again, please, Debs?
Yeah, you just, obviously when you have your board, you have your tails hanging down, and then you just wind the remaining tails onto the bobbin and just slip them close so that underneath you've actually got your bobbins hanging down rather than just lots of cord lengths. So this serves 2 purposes. Your cord ends aren't going to get all tangled, and if you put beads on, then they're going to hold those beads into place, and so they just stop them falling off, basically. off of the strand. So these are invaluable, you really do need these. And the different sizes we were saying earlier depends on sort of different lengths of cord that you're using. Maybe if you've got large ribbon or zari ribbon or t-shirt material, you might want the larger ones. These are the ones that I use the most out of the 3 sizes that I have, because I like to kumihimo a lot with beads, with little beads.
Yeah.
So this is perfect for that, for keeping those on.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to bring the price in for you. It's amazing. £10. That's amazing, but we're not staying there. That's how much it would be if you were to buy it at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning onwards, and if you were to have bought it yesterday. But to get it right now on a show offer, it's £6.95. So that gets you the 8 bobbins, which are completely reusable. To be honest, I'd buy a few of these. Got lots of people multi-buying on this one. It makes sense because, as I was discussing earlier, with the discs, when you are continually putting strands through the little grooves, it's going to gradually manipulate the foam. Very dense, but it will manipulate it. So really, you could do with a disc per gauge that you're going to be using and per material you're going to be using. So the suede cord is going to make a much bigger groove in the foam than a 0.4 wire.
Yeah.
So you do need to ideally have those. Right, we've got loads of you there. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And have we got some text messages in for Debbie in the meantime? Liam's just going to check the system for us. Thank you very kindly. Here we go. You can almost feel the blue ocean touching your toes just looking at that necklace. Just love it. Oh, Fiona, that's so lovely.
I need some blue ocean touching my toes.
Do you, darling?
That's probably why I made
If it's any consolation, I had some blue ocean touching my toes the other week, and it was so cold.
Oh, was it?
Well, it is if you're in the UK.
I don't mind that. Oh, I was brought up in the sea in the UK.
So was I. It's got colder since we were kids.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, you get to that point where you can't feel your body, and then it's okay.
That's what Drew says.
It's true.
He swims. He goes in and he's like, it's okay because after 5 minutes I'm so numb.
That's it. And then you're numb and it doesn't matter. And kids don't feel it, do they?
No, Charlie was in there. I was like, Charlie, you're going to get pneumonia. Come out. Have a towel. I'm okay, Mummy.
No.
Don't worry, Mummy. It's only water. He's 2.5. He's 2.5. It's only water, Mummy.
Well, he's right.
Yeah. Right, $6.95. Definitely grab a couple of these. We're going to be going to a break very shortly, but before we do, there's a couple more things I want to bring to you. Liam, can we do the ones that when I walked into the studio earlier, I went, they are so Debbie Kershaw, she'll love them.
No. Oh my goodness me, I need these.
Aren't they mega? And you can stamp on the other side of them.
Oh,
look at these.
Lush.
They are luscious upon lusciousness.
Imagine that. Look how that would make the design.
Oh, look at this design with one of these. Look, look, look. So these are 9-carat yellow gold plated copper. Oh, I love it.
Can you see what I mean? How that doesn't want to be at the back, does it? Good grief. Or
no.
I just hang them off the front. Am I getting too excited? Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Aren't they scrum? Aren't they utterly scrummy?
Delicious.
Yeah. Because you could even take that off.
That's a beautiful charm. What's the metal again?
It's copper, but it's 9-carat yellow gold plated.
Oh, I bet they're pricey. Are they pricey?
No.
No.
Well, yes, they're very pricey. How much do you think they are each? Because they're big. They're measuring 34 by 4. Oh, that's the hook. It's 34 by 14. You've got a 10mm jump ring. The actual piece is 35mm, so 3.5 centimetres at the widest point.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Okay, so I saw them and I thought in a bead shop, and this is not implying a word of value at all, this is totally my thought, I thought about £7-8 each.
Yeah.
Yeah?
For sure, easily. They're heavy as well, they're weighty.
They are, they feel utterly luxurious. They've got almost like an Egyptian feel to them, haven't they?
Yeah.
I thought they'd work really nicely with sheet metal as well.
Oh, they would. And you could patina those.
Yeah, you totally could patina them. Whoa.
You could patina those, you could swelligan them, you can liver of sulphur them, you could do loads to them.
Just the hooks. Just the 5 hooks for the price that we're going to do would be amazing, I think. Right, you get 5 of these. So I thought about £7-8 a piece. You can completely disagree with me if you want. Who cares when we're getting all 5 for £12.95? 5 of them. That's like £2.60 a piece, ish. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Is that right, or have I made it up? Hi, Fleur. One of our guests is £2.59. I should be on countdown. I'm getting quite good at the countdown.
I'm glad you're not asking me.
I'm quite good at countdown maths.
You could go.
I am. I'm actually quite good at it. Yeah, I make up words.
So do I, but I think that's good. I like it when I make up a new word.
Yeah.
But maths isn't my strong point.
I know I talk about it loads as well, but you know, what's her name? Susie Dent. Do you know how old she is? I guess how old Susie Dent is.
Who's Susie Dent?
Dictionary Corner on Countdown.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh.
Susie Dent. How old do you think she is?
32.
32.
Is she?
No.
Oh.
How old do you think she is, Liam? Do you?
How old did you say?
She's in her early 50s.
She's not!
She is. How amazing is that?
What's her secret?
Well,
we need to know.
I think we need to know.
We do need to know.
Yeah?
If you're watching, can you text in your secret?
Susie Dent, if you're watching, you can text in secret. She reads a lot.
I read a lot.
You obviously don't read that much.
I can't read enough. I'm going to do more.
Never goes outside, permanently in an air-conditioned studio. I don't know. £12.95 for all this. I don't know.
Genetics.
Genetics.
She obviously doesn't make enough jewellery.
0800 644 655. £12.95 on those. Right, should we go to the massive amount of findings as well? Now, these are incredible value for money. I could really do my black. Have you got a blackboard there? Shall I go and get my blackboard?
Where is it? I'll get it.
Oh, I could have got it.
I'll get it. You stay there.
Thanks. Can we just have a moment for, what's she called? What's that character called? Norma Desmond from Sunset Boulevard. Debbie, can you just waltz past the camera, please? Can we get a long shot of Debbie, please?
What am I doing?
Just showing off the fact you're here in your lingerie.
In my kaftan. It's my dressing gown, actually.
If you've just tuned in, we've got Norma Desmond in the studio. Right. Someone just went, what is going on? I don't know.
Just
I don't
the
know.
usual.
Sunday afternoon, don't know. Don't ever put me and Debbie together. It always goes random. Okay, you've got... I'm just going to put... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to put these... Ollie, can I put these so we can see them on camera 5? Is that okay? Thanks. In fact, we might actually have an image of these. So I didn't need to do that at all. You're going to be getting 100 eye pins. There we go. There we go. There we go. 50 bolt ring clasps and jump. Excuse me, I've got hiccups and jump rings. You're going to get approximately. Oh, now then, I haven't got my my quantity of earring posts and butterfly backs. Bear with me a second. I think it's 100. Yeah, so 50 pairs. It's 50 pairs of the earring posts with butterfly back. You can chop that off. Do you know how much you can pay for just a single pair of gold-plated stud earrings? So 50 pairs of these, 100 eye pins, 50 bolt ring clasps and jump rings. But what's really impressive, I adore these head pins. Look what's on the end of them. Look, 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 look. Little hearts.
Oh.
Aren't they adorable? And 100 of those. Now this is all 9 carat yellow gold plated copper. DKG C56. Should be $27.80. 50 pairs of earring posts with butterfly backs, 100 head pins with hearts, 100 eye pins. Your eye pins are 40mm, your head pins are 50mm, and 50 pairs of earring posts with butterfly backs. We're going to do what? Okay, get ready for the lowest price ever for this quantity of bindings. It's Sunday afternoon and we've gone to $14.95. Oh my word! This is an opportunity. Can I see the call screens, please, Liam? Thank you kindly. DKGC56, the phone lines have gone bonkers. We're having a busy day. Busy day. Make sure you're checking out your baskets as soon as you can. So once again, it's 50 pairs of earring poster butterfly backs, 50 bottling cluster jump rings, 100 head pins, which are 50 millimeters, with the heart on the end, and 100 eye loops, which are 40 millimeters. 0800 644 655. Right then, we are going to head now to a quick break. When we come back though, we have got bargain after bargain after bargain. Debbie, had you finished, or do you feel that or would you like any more time? If you'd like more time, we will give it to you on a platter.
Nope, done. Done diddy done done.
Done. On the other side of this, bargain, 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 bargain. Opportunities. I'm going to fill your baskets with $6.95 items like you've never had it before. So I'll see you in a mo.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Hi, I'm Carol. I've been on the silver clay workshop today. It's been a fantastic experience. We've made 3 pieces, which I wasn't expecting to make 3 pieces. Tracy has been excellent. Any questions, she's great. She understands that we're all learning, and she will go at your speed, at your pace. Yeah, I can't praise her enough.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
This family-run business effectively creates a brand new washing machine every 1 to 2 weeks. And what happens is they take a steel and they push that steel 10 meters down into the soil. And at the end of the pole, you can see the father there, at the end of the pole he's got the hose, and the hose is circulating the soil within the drum that they've created. And over a week or so, that's going to be pushing all the soil through the net in the vain hope of finding a few pieces of beautiful amber.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Okay, you are watching the Designer Inspiration Show. We are joined by the ridiculous talent that is Debbie Kershaw, currently working on a bit of a challenge. Now, we've given Debbie a challenge. Basically, have these gorgeous beads and have a play is not a challenge.
No.
But if you get through this, I have got another challenge for you.
Okay.
It involves chrome dioxide, you'll love it.
Ooh.
So, we have already shown these. We're quite now limited on stock. It's known as Nordic Queen, which I love, but you're getting 2 strands of completely natural lavakite. They are 10mm and 4mm faceted rounds, and then 8mm faceted purple banded agate. $7.95 for all 3 strands. Now the next hour and 15 minutes is going to be fast and furious. We have got loads and loads and loads and loads to get through, and I'm sorry if it's just a little bit stop-start because I'm basically just going to be choosing loads of random things. Do you know what I'd really love to do next, Liam? Can I just totally choose for the next hour and a quarter? Can I? Can I? Ace, brilliant, you're cool. We can work together again. Right, the Zari thread. These are amazing. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh, it's the Zari rope. So it's referred to as a daffodil, a mystic teal and orange. Now these sold out yesterday, but we managed to find some more stock quantity that have been allocated to another show and grab it for today instead. They are so fab. Let me just show to you the what they are like. For all 3, am I right in thinking that I know what price these are going to? Yeah, cool. $6.95 for all 3. So if I pop my pliers, if I pop my tweezers rather in there, and just open it out slightly, can you see you can actually put gemstones inside there as well? It gives you the look as if you have spent hours using a lazy daisy doing a Viking knit with Zari thread, where in fact a Zari rope has been made for you. It's $6.95 for 25 meters. About 25 meters. It's spread across the 3 colors. So you've got the orange, you've got the mystic teal and the daffodil. What's not coming across on your screen is the fact that they all have this incredibly delicate, beautiful mystic coating. You're seeing it a little bit on the mystic teal in the centre there. They are absolutely gorgeous, and you can Kumihimo with these, can't you, Debbie?
Oh yeah. You get a lovely kind of boho ethnic feel when you Kumihimo with those. sort of rich, and that's all really in that trend, and it's also following on to the autumn winter fashions as well.
Well,
so,
and it's funny you should mention autumn winter. I'd like to go to box 7, please. Oh, never seen anything like it. Honestly, come forth, Debster. I've never seen these before.
Oh my
Aren't
word.
they amazing? Same on, oh, is it? No, completely smooth on that side.
But you can still see
carved on that side.
Are they smoky quartz?
Yeah.
I need these. Husband, need.
These are gorgeous. Now they are bezel set in 925. We've only got 9 of them.
Oh no!
Oh! They're 925 sterling silver, 9 carat yellow gold plated bezel set. So the metal you are seeing there is a precious 9 carat yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver. They are 26 by 14 millimeters each. Can I see the call screens, please? Thank you. Right, they're going to go. There's only 7 left, folks. If you want these, check your baskets out immediately. They have been hand carved. They are striking. Do you know what? The smoky quartz from earlier. And just dangle one of those. Those smoky quartz went down to $9.95 for the dinky ones earlier. The graphics, there we go, at the bottom of the screen, $9.95. There's only 5 of this strand left now. Oh, they're beautiful. We've got loads of you on the line. I haven't even brought the price in, I'm so sorry. So you're going to get 3 of those. They're hand carved, 5 rather, sorry. Hormones. Cute and $34.95. They are just, aren't they? Can I pop them up to the décolletage? Right, there's only 4 left now. I'm so sorry. If you're umming and ahhing, they are so prestigious. Goodness me, they're worth a pretty penny. $34.95 for the whole lot. They are. Isn't that just gorgeously refreshing as well to see something so different? Only 3 left. I'll show you the strand in detail in a minute that's at the bottom of the screen. Right, I've got 3 left and I've got loads. Buy these! I have the labradorite ones and it's my all-time best ever strand. Thank you, customer. Only 2 left, only 2 left, only 2 left. I've got loads of people with those in the baskets. You're not all going to be able to check out. I'm so sorry. Oh, they were gorgeous. Right, let me show you this strand again. We had this on earlier on in the show. We've got a few left. It's a gemstone strand of distinction at the sparkliest. They've almost got a chocolate diamond quality to them, haven't they? Yeah. They're just beautiful. They're microfaceted and they've been taken down for a special, otherwise known as a special promotional offer for today only. We're even getting fire and luster off those. Look at them, they're just beautiful. $9.95, they are the dinkiest. The work of the lapidurist is amazing. 29 centimetre strand, that goes from gemstone to gemstone, and if you just got those smoky quartz bezel set, what a match made in gemstone heaven. Debbie, you look really brown from here. Yeah, really tanned. Just thought you were dirty clothes on.
Makes a mental note to have a shower.
Yes, must be. I've got loads of you getting these. At $9.95, they'll be a sellout today. Can I just put them up to my neckline again? Because this is just, I just want to do this. Oh! Do you know, I think they're like, ding, 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 ding. Do you know what I mean? No? Just me then. Okay, sorry about that. Hi Rachel, how is New York at the moment? I love New York.
Oh yeah.
Oh! I love it. Never bought so many pairs of shoes in my whole life than when I lived out there for a bit. Came back with a suitcase. I spent my wages on shoes. It was fabulous. Loved it. Right, let's go to... Let's do something completely different. And let's go to box number 22, please. Or do I mean 18? No, I mean box 22, yeah. Now, they're completely different, but I thought these would be lovely with the kit that we've just done. They're bringing a different dimension. They're puffy squares of agate. I don't remember the last time we saw these. If you do a ladder weave with these, they are going to look so cool. They've never been seen on screen before. This is a brand new strand for today's show, and we're going to take them for an introductory launch price at $5.95. Now, I'm so sorry if you miss out on them. But actually, they're brand new in, so we should have a good quantity. We're busy. We're busy. 120 carats. Never been seen on screen before. Okay, you ready? $5.95. Add them onto your order. Great colour for summer. You're going to get them in the next few days. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, my summer holidays. Are you going away this summer?
Yep.
Where are you off to?
Scotland.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts?
Right up in the Highlands.
Are you? How are you getting there?
Driving.
From home?
Yeah. It's 10 hours.
Now then. You will go past these really good services.
Which ones?
It's just before you hit the Scottish border.
Is it the one with like a little lake in the back?
Yeah, and it's got a class room. Because they've got a sister services that's open that I've been going on about at Gloucester.
I know them. No, they are really nice services.
Gorgeous, really gorgeous. Yeah, so enjoy yourself at the services.
Thank you.
Yeah. $5.95, folks. They're really fabulous, brand new in, introductory price on them. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Right, I'm just going to do a cheeky offer now on box number 8, if I may. A cheeky offer, because within this deal, loads of findings, loads. They're 9 carat rose gold plated copper. Okay, we've only got 9 of them. All right, quick, on screen then, price on screen, off again, on and off. Okay, this box alone, holds 1,500 findings.
Wow.
Right. Oh, now what was it? $4.95. Was it $4.95 for 100? Yeah. So if we can do $4.95, I don't know why I have to cover one eye to do that. Can we do $4.95 times 15, please? $4.95 times 15. $74.25. Right. If you were to buy these at the rate of 100 for $4.95, which is very typically industry standard, this box alone would cost you £74.25. Yeah? Industry standard prices. Not recommended retail price, but just from doing our research, about 100 of those, and they are 2mm little rounds. For 100, $4.95, it would be a great price.
Yeah.
Great low price. That box alone will cost you £74.25. For this price today, and I've got hiccups again. I do apologise. You're also going to be getting 30 toggle clasps. Where are my toggle clasps? Okay, so 30 of these. I'm so sorry, folks, if you miss out. 30 toggle clasps. And we're at $49.95. I'm so sorry if you miss out. 9 carat rose gold plated. So you'll get the 30 toggle clasps. You will get the 50 eye pins. With your shepherd hooks, you're getting 25 pairs of jump rings, which is 6mm. You'll get 100 of the head pins. You're going to be getting 50. You'll get this gorgeous chain, of which is 1 metre. Right, I've got 4 left, folks, and then the piece de resistance. Check these out. They are just gorgeous. Look at these clasps. Look. And you'll get 30 of those. Gorgeous. Right, there's only 3 left, and remember, if you were to buy the little round balls alone at a rate of 100 for $4.95, can't talk. $4.95, it will cost you £74.25. 3 chances left. I've got so much to get through in the next hour and a quarter. Hour and 10 minutes. Final few. How many people have got them in the baskets, Liam? Could I see the call screens, please? Right. Rita, Jacqueline, Jane, Fiona, Natalie, Angela, lots of anonymous shoppers. I've got 3 left. If you've got it in your basket, it's not yours till you check it out. This will be, you'll never get a chance to own this again until if we ever reorder it. This is the last in stock. These are the final 3. And you've got your first day money back guarantee. I'm going to wait to see who presses their buy now button next. Go for it. It's only $4.99.95 and you pay more than that just for the little beads. The sun is shining. Come on, get happy. You need to buy all your findings today. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Don't know why I'm singing that. Just waiting to see what happens. Check out your baskets. Right, I've got more people with them in the baskets than I've got stock available. I'm going to have to leave that with you. We need to move on. So, have we got any more text messages coming in, Liam? No. Oh no, we have. I don't know why I talk to myself watching all this fantastic details before payday. Great show. Hi, Wendy. Oh, you're in Aberdeenshire, doll. What's the weather like up there today? The beach in Aberdeen's amazing. You've been?
No.
Yeah, Aberdeen's a fab city. It's a city on a beach.
Brilliant.
It's fab. My brother used to live there. Talking about my brother today. And he went to Kuala Lumpur and now he lives in Norway.
He gets around your brother, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Very useful for duty free. Yeah. Right, where to next then, Liam? Or shall I take control and do box 23? Right, you have not seen this in I don't know how long. These are great sets. And apparently this has never been seen on its own. Have you had any of these?
Are they the pearls?
It's the shell pearl. You get a ready-made hairband.
No.
And a strand, but you can always chop off the end and release all those pearls, or it is a ready-made hairband.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Well, when you see the price, you're going to be completely bowled over. The teardrop ones alone are gorgeous. I'm pretty sure these, yeah, they screw off. Just watched my nail varnish. Oh, right, look, so these are half drilled. Okay, so then you can just start taking them off, if you like. But you have got, so the 2 half drilled pearl drop ones on the end. Okay, so you're going to get 144 carats of shell pearl on the of 8mm, and that's on the strand. Right, lots of you there. I would say this is the type of thing that if you have got little flower girls, or if you're thinking ahead to, I mean, Christmas. I know, but it's only a few months away, isn't it? They're gorgeous.
They're so pretty.
And we were saying, but we've said the last few shows, haven't we, that if you make for autumn fairs, you've only really got 10 weeks to sort yourself out.
Oh, yeah,
They're starting 10 weeks.
People are making now for
Yeah.
their Christmas fairs.
And I think that, with a class, I mean, how lovely. It's a bit mother or daughtery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't think Charlie would ever appreciate it if I dressed him up in hairbands, but you never know. Matching, completely matching. Or you use them literally like shell pearls. So, free phone number 0800 644 655. Hello, lots of anonymous shoppers, and Diana, Teresa and Lynn and Sandra. Keep those messages coming in as well. We're with you for just over another hour before the gorgeous Zena graces your screen. Are you ready? Free phone number, 1 post and packaging price all day. You can use your PayPal account as well, don't forget. Liam, what price are you thinking? Oh, good boy. Good boy. At $7.95. 0800 644 655. Oh, 0800 644 655. So this is the deep burgundy. Excuse me, I'm very sniffly today. Just think of those with like a gorgeous 9 carat yellow gold, $7.95. Got loads of you taking advantage of this. It's a real Christmassy feel. Gorgeous. Well done, Teresa, Cheryl, Joan, Sandra, Diane and Lynn. Right, stop everything. Stop. The reality is they're not going quick enough and we've got a lot of stock to shift. We've just taken it to £5.95. They're genuine gemstones and it's $5.95. We are determined today to get through as much stock as we can. Congratulations, and if you've already confirmed your purchase, don't worry, you don't have to do anything. We'll change that price for you to $5.95 and it is screaming bridesmaids. So what I would say is I'd probably buy those in groups of 6 at a time and sell them to bridal shops for £10 a set and make £4.05 profit on each one. Yeah, or do you know what, they're flying out now. Congratulations, they were going quickly before. $5.95 for both. I mean, you can actually manipulate this round, and you can, if you just really work, because it's on wire, you can actually turn it, it's like a memory wire bracelet.
Oh yeah.
0800 644 655. Anybody out there already got these and would like to let us know what you think of them? We have had them in different colours before as well, but this gorgeous colour is so sumptuously burgundy, crushed cranberry, $5.95 for the 2. Hi ladies, I've just had my very first attempt at Kumihimo. All thanks to your amazing demo earlier. I'm hooked. A great show from Kim. Kim, thank you very much for messaging in, hun. That will be the start of it now. It's really therapeutic as well. I hope you got, did you get the mini disc? Because the mini one, you can just pop in your handbag as well, so you can basically be a Kumihimo addict on the move. They've sold out? Have they sold out? Oh, the Kumihimo small, all the Kumihimo discs, I'm afraid. Sorry, I thought you meant this had sold out then. We've got a few more remaining, hence we've done a low price of $5.95. Okay, let's move on. Let's do, which one should we do? These are both, let's do some 95 sterling silver. Should we do the infinity symbol? Oh, I've got many of these. Oh, they've been hallmarked 925. Oh, I think this is a really lovely symbol for anniversaries. It's a symbol of infinity, isn't it? Mm. And there is a hugely successful, expensive company. Have we got that Eslon handy? Could I borrow some scissors as well, please?
Yes.
Thanks. There is a company out there. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to show you a designer bracelet that in 925 sterling silver like this, they're about £40 each. I'm throwing this together. I'm not doing it. Oh, 150 is it? Have you got a picture of that one? Okay, so basically we're looking at Tiffany's, Links of London, Pandora. Okay, this is the look that's everywhere. You'd put a little knot in it, a proper knot. Half the stack has gone. I'm so sorry, I'm just going to show you this. They're all going to go, folks. You're going to get 5 of them. You are kidding me. You're kidding me. Right, that. Oh, I've done it back to front. I've done one way and one the other, but you get the idea. That's it. And then you just put a little knot. They've sold out. I'm so sorry. Right, I tell you what, we'll do another 925 sterling silver deal. Can you bring the price down on the next one, Liam, and then we can... Good boy. Do you know what? I've seen the same with this. I've seen the same. I'm going to do it again. Now, basically, on here, these are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're solid 925 sterling silver, and they are like a very, very, very famous spacer charm that you get on a certain type of charm bracelet, and they're about £20 each. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You've got the 925 there. So there's a company that do charm bracelets, and you get these, and they are known as spacer charms. Well, you're going to get 10 here in 925 sterling silver. Again, if you recreate exactly what I've just done with the last one. So I'm literally doing one of those little doobly-dooble knots, because that's the technical term. I'm so sorry I botched my nail. It does not look very attractive at all. Can I fix my nail in the right now? I've taken a chunk out my nail varnish. You don't understand how nail varnish works? Oh, bless you, Liam. Half the stock has now gone, but I am showing you this. I've done it back to front again. What is wrong with me today? Okay, so basically, that as a bracelet, and that's where I botched my nail, that as a bracelet on a piece of card that says everlasting love because it's a ring or something, and you could sell that in 95 sterling silver, £15 easily for one of those. Oh, yeah. You're going to get a pack of 10. £6.95. How good is that? Right, let's carry on. What do I want to do next? Oh, pressure, pushing down. Right, let's do the chrome diopside. Let's do number 21. Now, this is where it gets serious, because we're going to go to £14.95 for it. I cannot believe it. Am I right? Hang on, I just said that. Did I get the price right? No. I'm wrong. Ha! £7.95. Jump on the phone line and buy this right now. Wowzers. Debbie, this is what I'm going to give you if you have any time left to play with. This is basically a complete kit where all you would need is some beading thread, and you've got everything that you want to make a genuine 9-carat yellow gold plated design, featuring genuine Russian, the original source of chrome diopside, the real deal, genuine chrome diopside. Now let me just check to see if this chrome diopside has been treated anyway. I think it's completely natural. It's usually completely natural. The expensive, yeah, it's completely natural. The expensive stuff is completely natural. We're doing £7.95 for this whole collection. Right, you're going to have to jump on the phone line, so, because again, it's end of stock on this one. You've got 20 carats of chrome diopside, one of the most incredible gemstones on the planet, discovered just really near the kimberlite diamond shafts, actually. It's found in northern Siberia, in the Yakutia Mountains. It's amazing. You're then also going to be getting 40 centimetres of 9-carat yellow gold plated copper chain. You're also going to get 2 lobster clawed clasps, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 2 toggle clasps, 4 of these gorgeous connectors / chandelier findings, 20 jump rings, and 50 9-carat yellow gold plated copper balls. We're doing it on a clearance offer, folks. This is on a first come first served basis. That is 20 carats of genuine natural chrome diopside in there. This is a giveaway. You do get the storage part as well, so it is a clearance price, and I am sorry, we are limited in stock on this. How many have we got? Okay, they're flying out. I would multi-buy if you can. We're going to £7.95 on it for the final few. Congratulations, we've got Jackie there, and Sharon and Christine and Dawn and Vanessa and Isabel and Natalie, loads of anonymous shoppers, George, Pauline, Dawn, Lynn, Pam, Diane, Sabine, Vanessa, Denise, Anna. Go for it, and seriously, I don't... Now there's the mine, where it is on average a minus 42 degrees in mining conditions. Because it is so cold, they can only mine there about 3 months of the year. That's why the price of chrome diopside is usually massive. This is fab, this is clearance. Hi Joyce, hi lots of anonymous shoppers, lots of people multi-buying on that. £7.95 on it. You need to check out your baskets if you've put it in your basket. This will not be available, I don't think, tomorrow. Well, it won't be at £7.95 anyway. If there's any left, it will go back up to its usual price. HJOK50. It's going to sell out today. It's going to sell out. Okay, we are now down to limited stock. This is fab value for money, isn't it? So once again, you've got natural chrome dioxide, 40 centimetres, sorry, I'll just, 40 centimetres and 9-carat yellow gold plated chain, 2 lobster claw clasps, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 2 toggle clasps, 4 chandelier / connectors findings, oh, sorry, 4 of those, 20 jump rings and 50 spacer beads. And you get the storage box. Debbie, do you fancy playing around with that if you get time?
Yeah.
Silly question, really. Yeah. Right. I've got a big nugget collection at the side of me here. What's going on? Can I get my little mitts on that? What price are you thinking? Drop it £2 and you're on. Maybe. Go on, go on. You're new to the way of the designer inspiration, Liam, and you're new to the way of Lucy. Basically, I'm a bargain hunter. Okay, so you're on the designer inspiration for a few months, but you weren't on it with me. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double the length of our typical strands that include, oh my word, you've got blue lace agate in there. That is so collectible. I'll talk about that in a second. Green onyx, neon apatite, extraordinary garnet, and look at that sunstone. Now, the reason I pulled this lace agate to one side, do you know apatite, by the way, is the second oldest gemstone on the planet? Second to zircon. You didn't. It's been proven to have formed around the same time as the reign of the dinosaurs. How cool is that? Gorgeous to wear around your neckline. That is blue lace agate. Now, the reason blue lace agate has really caught my attention for the price we're going to, it's the most expensive of all the agates. Blue lace agate has the most incredible phenomena that doesn't happen in any other type of banding of any other gemstone. When you look at blue lace agate and you see the lines that go across it, the line above it and below it are all equidistant, and it all follows exactly the same formation in its banding, completely naturally. It's mind-boggling, it's beautiful. I'm just going to check any treatments on these for you. I think the green onyx has gone through a dyeing process, and other than that, I need that screen going. Yes, correct. So all of these are approximately, excuse me, 84 centimetres in length. MWGC63. The depth of those amazing garnets. Don't you love the fact that garnet gets its name from the comparison to a pomegranate seed? I had some pomegranate, didn't I? I've just eaten. In fact, I've got some pomegranate seeds right at the side of me, and I could wring it out and compare it to a garnet, but it's got raspberry coulis on it, so we'll eat it. MWGC63. You're basically talking about over 4 meters of gemstones here. Keep you busy for a weekend. Oh, by the way, we're not staying there. No, it's the Sunday Designer Inspiration Show with Debbie Kershaw. We're going to town. Yeah. We're going to £8.95 for all of them. Let's have another sellout. 0800 644 655. Some things in life are just priced to sell out. You know that if you take it to the lowest price possible, they'll sell out, and that's what happened in this one. So do check out your baskets. Loads of you there. We are busy, busy, busy. We are going to be selling out. hugest congratulations. We're going to go to a break in a moment, folks. When we come back, though, we have got amazing sapphires. Like, I'm going to say, I'll show you the strand before we go to the break. I've then got some extraordinary findings that I've never seen before. We've got some more high-end pieces. We're going to take some huge reductions as well. We've got some beautiful, never seen before pearls. Never, ever seen before pearls. I've got some sunstone that's stunning. We've got some other findings, some Kumuhimo findings as well that we haven't had a chance yet to bring to you. And of course, we've got Debbie Kershaw, so we've got it all going on. Check out your baskets with those. Let me show the sapphire to you. Okay. I had this on the other day and there are just a few left. It's the longest strand of sapphire I've ever brought to you, and it's so ridiculously rare. Aren't they ridiculously stunning? We are going to do these when we come back from our break, and they will be a considered purchase, but my word, they are the best quality sapphire I've ever seen. So, short break, don't go anywhere, and we are live with Debbie for another 45 minutes, so please keep those messages coming in. See you in a mo.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she takes you on the fascinating journey of creating face canes using polymer clay. In each chapter, Debbie will guide you through how to create each part of the face. Then, with the final chapter, advance your skills and learn how to add detail and character to your piece. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have two delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Maris has been my expert on amber for many years, and I've been getting it wrong about how old amber is.
Yeah, because you can't test amber by any physical or chemical method. You only can test it by the place where you find it, what kind of rocks it's in, and what's above it.
Yeah.
That's how you can estimate that it's minimum 45 million years of age. But the top age it can be is even 175 million years of age.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So without being able to carbon date the gemstone, all those stories, in fact I've been very wrong in all the articles I've written, because I've been looking and talking to people about the Baltic as it comes in from the shore here. But inland they've now dated it as a minimum of 40 to 45 million years old.
Yeah, the minimum can be guaranteed.
Yeah.
The maximum age we don't know. Could be a lot more than that.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
If you miss a JewelleryMaker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of JewelleryMaker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
I've been on the introduction to beadwork from JewelleryMaker, and the class was run by Linda, who I've watched on television many times. And always thought, well, I must go to that class because I've bought a lot of the jewellery, the lovely stones, but never ever sat down really and studied it. It's much easier when somebody explains what you've got to do. So I've made necklaces, I've made some lovely earrings, and it's good because we've got all the choice of beads stones we're able to use, and I've had a thoroughly good day. And of course I dragged my daughter along, who's kept me in tow, so it's open to all ages. It was super. We met a very good crowd.
Have you ever seen a strand like it? Seriously. I'm just giving you a moment to take in that colour. 70 carats of the finest quality sapphire we have ever had on the channel. And it's not like I'm talking about a readily available gemstone like quartz. It's not like I'm saying 70 carats of amethyst. It's a 40 centimetre strand, so it's also the longest strand that we've ever brought to you. Now, they have all been sourced directly from their original mine and taken to our workshops in Jaipur in India. They haven't had any treatment. Can you believe it? I couldn't, I questioned it. So you go from the lightest hues of the blues into the deepest comparable to Celanese, into the lightest delicate pinks, into the deepest paparacha tones, into the rubies, into the golden hues, and then through into the greens, into the paler pinks, the ruby sapphire crossover colours, into then the hues of the greens, into those golden tones, fiery oranges presents, into the rubies and Celanese blues again, into those delicate whites. That is absolutely astonishingly beautiful. We're just double checking the treatment because I am questioning if maybe a little bit of heat treatment has potentially been used here, simply because that depth of blue, I haven't heard of. It has, right, okay, so some of them have just been taken to an extraordinarily high temperature, so no colour injected, no dyeing or anything, but just by taking them to an incredibly high temperature, it draws out the natural colour that's there. And sometimes that's naturally occurred in the ground, but sometimes it just needs a little bit of help. That doesn't devalue the gemstone. That just gives it its extra wow factor, and it's a completely accepted practice. Now, okay, here we go. They're going to be a considered purchase. How much are they going to be? $144.95. for 70 carats of this calibre of sapphire. Now, you and I know that sapphires of this quality are a considered purchase. Could you get anywhere else? Could you get a 40 centimetre strand of this calibre of sapphire at 144.95 anywhere else? I have not been able to find it. Now, you've got your 30-day money back guarantee. There are quite a lot of people confirming this purchase. There's nothing to stop you from getting this home, getting it valued, and if you don't love your valuation, send it back. Visa, MasterCard, and of course you can use your PayPal account as well. IFCD 79. Couple more people there. Hold the line, folks. Hold the line. I'm not sure who's going to be getting that. There's people umming and ahhing. I do appreciate that's a considered purchase, but honestly, for that calibre of sapphire, you will never have seen anything like this. OMG, they are gorgeous. I just had to buy one. Sabine, can I just tell you that you think they look good on screen? Wait till you get them home, my lovely. Honestly. Somebody's asked what a rondelle means. It refers to the shape. Let me show you. So basically, a rondelle refers to the shape of the gemstone. Who is it that texted? Maxine in Tennessee. Hello, my lovely. Yeah, a rondelle is basically, when you're looking at it, it's your shape. Some people refer to it as a wheel as well. It's like a wheel shape. Huge congratulations, those of you who've got that. Oh, I've got a few more people. It might be a little bit of a scrabble to the end now. I meant scramble. Look, the thing is, my toddler woke up in the night last night. All right, he was having a nightmare. Therefore, I'm all ski whiff today. A couple more people again. I can't guarantee this price will be that tomorrow. It's an amazing show price at 144.95. Certainly won't be lower tomorrow, I can promise you that. I can swear on my life it will not be a lower price tomorrow. So if you're umming and ahhing, go for it today. I don't know if that is a show price that would potentially go up tomorrow. I don't know. But it certainly will definitely not go down in price tomorrow. This is a potentially worldwide purchase, have you seen? Australia, New York, Hertfordshire. I can confirm we have one flying its way to Australia. Or shipping its way. I don't know how it works actually to Australia. How we get it to you. There are a few different delivery options for international delivery. Should I just pop that up to the décolletage? Just so I can say when I go home, say, oh, I just draped myself with the best quality sapphire I've ever presented, 70 carats of it around my neckline. Oh, what a chore. Beautiful colour graduation. Beautiful size graduation. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now I do appreciate that that won't have been in everybody's price bracket. I'm going to do a quick strand of sapphire, another one. Now this is 1 metre in length, but it's completely blue. So if you're looking for different colours, this hasn't got it. It's the blues, but it's the different blue hues. But it's 1 metre! It's bonkers! 2x1 up to a 4x2. Again, they're a rondelle shape, and again, they've had a heat treatment. And they're, you see, for me, I look at this and immediately, bridal jewellery, something blue. And how lovely to literally have, in amongst your pearls on your wedding day, a blue sapphire bracelet. How much are we doing these for? Right, it's a case of first come, first served. These ones are $39.95, so dramatically less than the other. You'll see that you don't get the clarity. Look, I'm going to show you the two together. Okay, so you can see, obviously, the difference in the quality, but you can also see the beauty of the depths of those blues. So you don't get the clarity, but you get the quantity, you get the carat weight, you get that amazing colour, and you get them for £40. Visa, MasterCard and PayPal, huge congratulations. And I do think, you know, if you are doing bridal jewellery and you want to give somebody a little something blue, I think that's perfect. What an amazing purchase. If I hold it out, I don't think will it fit on the desk. Just. I'm going to do a little cheeky purchase next for those people who are wanting a little under £10. Somewhat. 0800 644 645. I have the metre length and they are lovely. Hi Miss Janet. Aren't they stunning? $39.95. I bet you chuffed to bits of those. I bet they're still going as well. Now going on and on and on. I nearly said that. My director has just quoted. Was it a washing machine or a vacuum cleaner advert from the 80s? And on and on and on and. Ariston, I'm just going to say it. What? I'm not going to beat around the bush. What was it? Ariston. What was Ariston? Was it a washing machine?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I remember that.
And on. Can somebody text in, please? What was the product that that advert was advertising? Do you remember that advert, Amelia? And Ariston. Ariston. And on and on and on and Ariston.
No, I don't.
No? Before your time.
Maybe.
Maybe it was more early 80s. Pre-Amelia. Before she was a twinkling in the eye of her parents. Now she's a big twinkling in ours. Washing machines live longer with Calcom. Anyway, moving on. We'll just recite loads of adverts. Congratulations. Okay, let's go to which one? I want something at $6.95 that shouldn't be. Yeah. What is it? Amethyst, you're going to do this. You're going to do this for $6.95, are you, Liam? I think you should probably jump on the phone lines right now. We're going to do a gemstone strand of genuine amethyst. You know, for $6.95. Yeah, thank you very much. They are completely natural. They are African amethyst. They are a regular plain drop. So you get these beautiful droplet look, and they are drilled all along the top. Shall I pop these up to the décolletage? They're lovely. 120 carats. We're going to do them for $6.95 as a cheeky purchase. I think we should do those brand new lilac pearls next, Liam. What do you think? 120 carats. 0800 644 655. $6.95 was an Eileen, and Linda, and Aileen, and Yvonne, and Rita, and lots of anonymous shoppers. If you'd like to call in, don't forget, of course, that is a free phone number. And your post and packaging. How many times do you pay that post and packaging, Wes? Once. Good boy. He does listen. And what are you going to do when you see your mum?
I'm going to give her a kiss and a hug.
You're going to give her a kiss and a hug. Do you promise?
Promise.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Have you actually given her a kiss and a hug since we talked about this last?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Did it feel nice?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Good. Good boy. Fabulous. Shazza, Karen, Linda, you don't know, nobody has to. I'm not forcing you into it. All right, boys, relax. Relax, okay? I just think, you know, if you consider yourself to be a mummy's boy, a mummy's girl, or if you just, I'm not just talking about your mum, I'm talking about, you know, people that you love, just let them know that you love them. What's that, sorry, Ollie? your wife and her mum, her whole family, your wife's whole family speak to each other every day on the phone? I speak to mine about 6 times a day. I do. Ollie goes about every month. No, I do. I do. I speak to my mum. I speak to my family about 6 times a day. I see them pretty much every day as well. They live around the corner, and if I'm not seeing them for a particular reason, we're like, shall we have a cup of tea? It's ace. Let's do the pearls. Let's do the pearls. Oh, do you know what? Give me another week and I'm not going to fit in this stool at all, am I, Wes? Every time I get in it, it's getting that bit snug, more snug. I'm going to get stuck. Yeah, retract that statement, Wes. You have to say, oh no, but you're looking so slim. This is my new chair. Everyone goes, no, there's loads of space. I'm like, there's really not. Snug. Right, we're going to do an introductory price offer on these. They are absolutely beautiful. And this is a colour that is really, really on trend at the moment. There's a shop, for example, Coast, Karen Millen and Monsoon. I would say Coast and Monsoon in particular are very typically high street favourites for bridesmaid dresses.
Yes, definitely.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Debenhams, the debut range, they are probably very much go-to for high street bridesmaid dresses. So very designer looks at great prices. And this colour is everywhere, and so is light grey. And this colour and light grey work so beautifully together, and like a very delicate vintage pink as well. So I think these are a really wise purchase. Now, they've never been seen before. They're brand new in. They've gone through a dyeing process, as anything other than a white pearl typically has. And they're an absolutely beautiful quality of nacre. So the surface layer is completely smooth. I'm not seeing any rings on there at all. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they are potato shape. What shape are they, Wes?
Potato.
Bit louder, please, Wes.
What?
Bit louder, please.
Louder. Potato.
Thank you. Bit louder, please. What? Now, they are, of course, associated, just like Wes, with innocence, grace, sophistication, and women of status. We've been working together enough for me to get him involved in the show a little bit more now than just talking about his beard. Full 38cm strand. Casey, Aileen, Sharon, Julie, Stephen, Bev, Patricia and Nicolette and Diane, you're the first people in the country to own these. £8.95. They're brand spanking new, and they're referred to as a light orchid. We're not doing that as your price. We're going to go lower as an introductory offer. Genuine fresh horticulture pearls, £6.95, fully boots, fully baskets. Now, if I can just go back to that blue lace agate from that nugget bundle, look at that combination together. Isn't that graceful? It's not stunning. We do, I think, have we got a strand of the tanzanite left? There at the bottom of the screen. That nugget special offer was £8.95. It includes sunstone, garnet, green onyx, apatite and blue lace agate. That's £8.95, but look at the pearls. They actually go with quite a few, don't they? Oh yeah. Shall we just bring the tanzanite? Very considered purchase. But my word, value for money. What's that, sorry, Liam? So this is £197.95. We've got a couple of people with it in their basket, apparently. It's 300 carats. That is your price today at £197.95. And it is the most amazing size. We worked out it's just over £5 per gemstone. 300 carats. So what's that per carat? Pardon? 66 pence a carat of tanzanite. 66 pence per carat of tanzanite, and we've got the final couple remaining. I know it's a considered purchase, folks. Take the plunge, check out your basket, and maybe, you know what, maybe you go halves with somebody, maybe you split it into 4, maybe you split it into 6, maybe you literally sell off each bead. 0800 644 655. KOPO03. I'm going to wish you luck. Good luck. If you're umming and ahhing, it's one of those that you need to get at home. In a shop, you'd probably go, oh yes, I'll take it straight away. You're shopping off the TV, I get it. So take advantage of the 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, Liam, what price can you do on the rose gold plated 925? I don't know why I'm doing this. Amazing, so we'll do those in a few minutes. Okay, where to next? There's those, oh, box number 9. How much are these? Oh, they're beautiful, $14.95, they are beautiful. And we can drop the price, so let's drop the price. They are beautiful. Oh, do you know what I'd like to use them with? Smoky quartz. Those dinky little micro smoky quartz. Look at that. Look at the quality of that schiller on that peach moonstone. Debbie, do you want something else to do, or are you wanting to just chill out? Either way is fine.
I don't mind. What would you like me to do?
I don't mind. What would you like to do?
I would like to stand and look at the gemstones.
That's fine. Do that. You can do that. You can do that. By the way, straight after this, I'm going to do a 925 sterling silver plated Kumuhimo findings pack at a ridiculous price. These are 10mm rounds. We're going to drop the price for you. The best of luck. They are Norwegian, totally natural moonstone. Would they work with the lava? Yeah, I like it with the lava kite, because the lava kite's from Norway as well, and quite often when you get gemstones from the same location, they work together. I like that. Do you?
It's gorgeous. I love moonstone anyway, but this has got such a lovely colour to it, hasn't it?
Hasn't it? Very Debbie Bulford. You can see Debbie Bulford being dripped in this. Hello, lots of anonymous shoppers, and Lorna, are you ready for this? We should be at $14.95. We're going to take them to $9.95 though. We've literally got 20 minutes left on the show. $9.95 using the code LUGP31. Check out your baskets. They're the same size as the tanzanite. Oh, lots of people upping their order now. We've dropped the price to $9.95. What did you say then? Sorry, Liam. Oh, should we do box number 15? They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, look, they're hand carved, they're hand carved, they're hand carved. These make such stunning centre points for, look, they're hand carved on both sides and on the sides. They're great for anchoring wire around. They make great rings as well. This is green aventurine. They're completely natural. It's all the way from India. Now this is associated with luck as well. And for me, this very jade-esque in its colour, isn't it? And apparently it says on my details, it's said to increase your libido. It's a Sunday, we shouldn't be talking like this. Wes, do you answer? dear. Right then. Hey, go on, go for it, Joan and Judith, Anne and Irina and Fiona. Got to be worth a shot, hasn't it? Or not, as the case may be. No, they are beautiful. They're really, really beautiful. And that particular hue of green that you get from a natural aventurine like this, you'll find goes with absolutely, categorically, 100% every other colour gemstone. CIGP96, what are you doing then, Liam? What are you thinking? Yes, $6.95. You might as well get 3, might you? Make yourself a beaded bikini. Well done, Judith. I've got lots of people upping their order to more than one. It's funny since I said that latest fact, the amount that are selling. Hi, Rita and Lisa. Like I say all the time, regarding gemstone qualities, I can't guarantee that the crystal healing property will definitively work for you, but hey, might be worth a shot. Oh dear, just seemed a random fact to pop up on my screen for me. Lovely. I didn't know this. It's proven to be very popular. All ladies. Right, let's go on to the Kumihimo collection. Okay, so we have had a Kumihimo part to the show today, and we haven't featured silver findings in this size. The set that we did earlier, they had the silver plated, but they were much larger, and then we had the gold and rose gold in this size. So, little doll's house clashes. We're going to what? $6.95 for everything. Then $9.25 in silver plated copper. And we're going to $6.95 for the lot. So you are going to be getting your toggle clasps. You'll get 4 toggle clasps. You'll get 4 of the charm carriers as well that you've seen in action in the gold colour in today's show in a piece that Debbie had prepared for us. You're also going to be getting your jump rings, which are your oval shape, 6 by 5mm. And you will get all of your cord ends as well, an internal diameter of 3, one of 4, one of 6, and one of 8. Now those internal diameters, Debbie, am I right in thinking that if it takes 3mm internal diameter, you can put 6mm worth of cord in there?
Yeah. And I think as well, sometimes you don't necessarily know what you're going to end up with, you know, if you're doing an experiment. So it's good to have the different sizes, because you don't always know what size you're going to end up with, especially if you mix the cords like we were talking about. If you've got the other kit and you mix the cords up, you might end up with a fatter braid.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's good to... This is the size that I probably use the most.
It's the size that I know is our most popular size to sell as well, definitely. So you've got your different internal diameters, you've got your 4 toggle clasps, you've got your 4 charm carriers, and then you've got your 10 oval jump rings as well. Silver plated, copper Kumihimo findings pack, 26 items, Visa, MasterCard, and you can use your PayPal accounts. $6.95, I think, is one of those opportunities where you go, you know what, I'll have a couple of those packs at that price. Why the devil not? Oh, you've actually been very busy, haven't you, Debbie? I have. Good job I didn't give you another challenge. That's me thinking she was just chilling out, having a cup of tea. £6.95. Hello, Louise. Hello, Lynn and Rachel. Christina, lots of anonymous shoppers, and Helen and Leslie, Dean and Joe. Joe, you've got such an amazing package coming to you today. Excuse me. Can I do box number 6 next? I adore those. Thank you. I'm loving Liam today. He's just let me do what I want. Great. It's the easiest way, apparently. Have I ever worked with me? You cheeky! I'm great to work with. These are indeed gemstone strand of distinction. Oh, golly. Right, let me make a point. Let me show you a point. Let me show you a point. This is apatite as you would typically see it at JewelleryMaker and affordable prices, okay? Gorgeous, amazing depth of colour. This is collector's apatite. Yeah. You can see why it's a gemstone strand of distinction, can't you? Can we have a look at that comparison again? Is that okay? So this is typical apatite that's affordable and typically what we'd see for jewellery making. And this is what JewelleryMaker are going to bring to you, still making it affordable. It goes from bead quality to gemstone quality. $38 centimetres for a gemstone strand of distinction. $105 carats. 4x2. Up to a 6x1. This is completely natural. This is so rare and collectible. It's all the way from Madagascar, and it's all about the colour with the clarity. And when it comes to the valuation of gemstones, it's all about cut, colour, clarity and carat weight. And this has got it all going on. Can you imagine? Well, have you ever seen a finer quality apatite on the show? I've not.
No, I haven't.
And I think I've probably seen most strands in my time. Usually $49.95. Liam is going to be producing the Designer Inspiration Show for another 11 minutes. Liam, go out with a bang, doll. Prove what you're about. This is why you need to watch shows that Liam produces, everybody, because he's taking it from $49.95 to $34.95, and it is a gemstone strand of distinction. Beautiful quality. It's all about the clarity and the colour in one strand. It's there. Huge congratulations, Sabine. You have got probably one of the most astonishing collections coming to you after today's show. I've got Marilyn there, I've got anonymous shoppers there, I've got Gloucestershire there, I've got people in France there. Ah, bonjour. I've got Louise there in Devon. Check your baskets. VOJN54. Final few remaining. It's just that glow that you get.
It's a gorgeous colour. It'd be lovely with pearls.
Oh,
natural pearls. Oh, gorgeous.
I'd love to do it. I haven't got any natural pearls for you, I'm afraid. Otherwise, I'd show those to you. Oh, I'm really intrigued, by the way, Liam. I'm really intrigued by number 18, how much they're going to go to. Yeah. Can we do those? Because you can stamp on them, and Debbie Kershaw would just love to get her little mitts on these. They're a metal. Okay, congratulations on that apatite. Fantastic saving. These are now really, I'd love them as earrings, quite frankly. You're going to get 10 of them in a pack, and we're going to what price? $6.95 for all of these. So take a look at them. They need a good polish, the ones that I've got here, but can you imagine stamping those? You could, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. IBAZ75. We're going to do $6.95 for all of them. So your toggle clasp is 24 millimeters, and your for the T-bar, sorry, and then the round is 20 millimeters. So $6.95 for all of those. They are. What would you do with them, Debster?
You could stamp a name around them. That would be nice. Or you could even just texture them. You know, with a texture stamp.
Oh yeah,
Or with your hammer, your double-sided hammer. Add some patina. I think they're nice as earrings as well.
Yeah. Maybe use them as a form of a tassel.
Yeah, that would be good.
Hello, Maxine. Lots of anonymous shoppers again. I've got Maxine in Tennessee. You know, like dear, we're intercontinental.
We are.
Visa, MasterCard, you can use PayPal. Check out those baskets as soon as you can. You've got an average copper weight there of 22 grams, and then of course you've got your 9 carat yellow gold on top of those as well. Okay, we've got quite a few things that I want to get through, so let's move on. Let's go to box number 1. I love this colour for the summer. This is orange coral. It's so on trend, and should I be in a position where I had been freshly pedicured and I could show you my nail varnish on my toes, I would. But you can imagine, they're this sort of colour. Very holidays. And I'd love it with the blue from the second kit that we had in today's show.
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
They have been dyed, but I must stress that all of our coral is ethically sourced, okay? I really, really will stress that. And if you're buying coral from anywhere else, just make sure it is ethically sourced. I'll pop these up to the décolletage. Fab colour, aren't they?
They're gorgeous.
Genuine coral. It's an incredibly dense gemstone. It's amazing for beaded jewellery. FTP051, are you ready? Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky price. $14.95. Oh, not even staying there. Okay, thank you. We're going to do $10.95 for genuine coral. How much you can pay for genuine coral? $10.95 on that. I love that colour. Tell you what you get with coral as well. You get good sized drill holes with coral. Make sure you're checking out your basket. I've got Nicola and Deborah, you've just popped them in there. Join our other fabulous viewers in confirming your purchase, and lots of anonymous shoppers. Thank you so much for joining us today. FTP051. Right, okay, going to box number 17, which are mega. Now, these actually made an appearance on the show on Monday, I think it was, to be used in conjunction with our rope that we were bringing to you, the climbing rope, which I thought sounded the least glamorous type of jewellery that you could make in the world. It was amazing. It was so amazing. I was like, rope, climbing rope, really? I felt the same about paracord when I first heard about it, but it's absolutely fab. Now, these are brilliant if you're wanting to do bag charms as well. They're fab. You're going to get 5. They're 925 sterling silver plated brass. Very quick. 23 by 10 millimeters on each one. You've got a 5mm loop on there. $7.95 for the 5. So if you missed out on the show on Monday, they can be used alongside paracord, your climbing rope, loads of, I'm just thinking with the different chunky looks that we've gone for today as well. But bag tassels, literally one of those, big chunky knot of suedette cord, and lots of tassels. So on trend.
Yeah, perfect.
Charge about £8 for one of those. $7.95, very, very popular. We'll move on. Okay. Let's go. Where do you want to go to next, Liam? Or can I continue to choose? Number 19, Red Tiger's Eye. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, wow. This is amazing quality of chatoyancy. So that's that movement. How much? $6.95 for them. That's bonkers. Just look at them with the smoky quartz. I've fallen in love with those smoky quartz today. $6.95. They are exquisite. Stunning chatoyancy. 350 carats, $6.95. Very, very popular. Good level of hardness on the Mohs scale as well. On the Mohs scale, that's a level 7. A diamond is a level 10. So these are really, really, really hard. That is actually the comparison. That's if they're going to scratch. It's amazing, isn't it? 0800 644 645. Hello, Fiona and Marina and Rita. Add those onto your order. Right, let's get in a couple of little cheeky offers in the meantime. How much can you do box 18 for? On my right. Yeah, let's do those. Gorgeous smoky quartz once again. And I'll probably be able to fit in one more cheeky strand before we go over and see Debbie. 350 carats, a completely natural smoky quartz. Now the beauty of a strand like this is you can really play around with the sizes and you can graduate them, so you could get a really lovely tribal-esque necklace from that strand. What would you do with these, Debbie?
I would have like little clumps, keep little clumps together and then put a round bead and then keep them together because I like the texture that you get for a necklace.
Yeah. So rather than just keeping a long flow of them, separate them out with some nice round beads. HOGP98, you ready, you ready, you ready? Oh, you cheeky little thing. Extra £1 off, $6.95. Amazing. A completely natural gemstone, $6.95, 350 carats of smoky quartz. 12 by 5 up to a 24 by 7. Now, just one more cheeky little offer before we go over to Debbie. I mentioned it before, so I will bring it to you. This is 9 carat rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings, and they are beautiful. Gorgeous variety of shapes and sizes here. Be really, really quick on this one, folks. So it is 925 sterling silver, 9 carat rose gold plated, 5 of the puffy coin beads at 5mm, 5 of the puffy heart beads at 6mm, 5 of the drop beads at 8mm, 5 of the bicone spaces at 7mm, 10 of the round spaces at 5mm, 20 of the rectangular beads at 4x1, 20 of the square beads at 4mm, and 20 of the round tubes at 5x2. Really quick cheeky offer for you before we go over and see Debbie. This is 925 sterling silver, 9 carat rose gold plated. Are you ready? Should be $42.95. No. We're doing $29.95. It's on a first come first served basis. Final few remaining. Hello, Marie. Oh, you got Zena next, by the way. She's in a cheeky mood today, I can tell. Is it the Zena show? Are you alone today?
I'm all alone.
You're all by yourself?
Oh.
You're gonna have a Bridget Jones moment. Right. Pardon? 4 hours of clearance tonight.
Oh yeah, baby.
How did you wangle that, you little minx?
I felt sorry for me on my own.
Felt sorry for you on your own?
Yeah.
Right. You got Zena with 4 hours of clearance tonight. How good does it get? Hello, darling. Let me just grab. Hang on. We've got a few of these remaining. That was great live TV. We've got our BAFTA. It's in the bag. Right. 2 lots of lavakite, 10mm and 4mm of faceted rounds of lavakite, 8mm of faceted rounds of purple banded agate for $7.95. This was Debbie's amazing challenge today. Talk us through what you've done, you Wonder Woman of fabulousness, you.
I've had a play. So I've done some simple pieces, and I've done the sort of cluster piece. That's the one I did first. I wanted to make one of the sort of bling rings, you know, where you hang the different sizes of gemstones.
What are you trying to nab, Zena? What are you having? That one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm having that. All right. So, sorry, as you were saying before, you know, I'm having that.
And then I've just done a sort of a lariat style
Love
on the
that.
end, yeah.
And then a pair of earrings and a bracelet and a ring.
A ring, yeah.
So we will, excuse me, get all of these photographed and put up onto the website and the Facebook page. Excuse me. Oh, good job it happened now. We're not halfway through the show. We'll have those put up for you very, very shortly indeed. Debbie, thank you. You've been amazing.
Thank you for having me.
When are you back next?
I am back. Oh, now you've put me on the spot. So,
You don't know.
Well, is it the 2nd of August?
I don't
It's
know.
a Wednesday morning show at the beginning of August.
Right, it's not the 2nd because that's a Tuesday. Maybe. I
Maybe
might have
it's
just
the
like,
3rd.
I'll see you soon. Zena's up next. 4 hours of clearance. Thanks to Debbie. Thanks to you for amazing. Bye.
Bye.
Join Mark Smith as he introduces you to the incredible